Today, after school, 3 o'clock in the parking lot. You try and run, I'm gonna track you down. You go to a teacher, it's only gonna get worse.
Welcome to the Inland Sports Show. Your leader in sports in the Inland Empire.
Move the riverside.
Now, here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
You better step your game up. It's Friday. We're going into the weekend strong. We've got a huge Inland Sports Show here on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. I'm Pep Fernandez. That's Jeff Gorham. Jeff, we got so much fun stuff to talk about today. Headlining it will be Damontae, Kazee, Atlanta Falcons defensive back, safety out of Cajon High School, coming off his rookie season. Big season for the Falcons. Got a lot of playing time. He forced 5 fumbles this year. He was all over the place.
You know, he got us started as a rookie this year, a couple games. Had an amazing season, doing very well.
Yeah, so we're fired up to have Damontae Kazee. He'll join us at 5 o'clock. In about 30 minutes, we're going to have El Presidente, Bernie Lilavois, the president of the Ontario Fury. We got to get to the bottom of this because tonight at the Ontario Fury game at Citizens Business Bank Arena, they're going to have Dodgers great Tommy Lasorda as well as Rams legend Eric Dickerson all together in the same place at the same time, and all for the kickball that you love, Jeff the Fury.
Will Eric Dickerson be wearing his rec specs and giant shoulder pads?
We can only hope.
Hey,
you might have those glasses on, though.
And Tommy Lasorda?
Yeah.
Holy cow. Those are 2 Hall of Famers.
Man, those are huge names in the city of Los Angeles. And they're also huge Ontario Fury fans. So we'll talk to the El Presidente, Bernie Lilavois, former head coach, former big-time star in the world of arena and indoor soccer. Now in the front office, now doing the president kind of stuff. And we'll talk to him coming up at 3:30. Some big things went down last night. None bigger than Cal Baptist going on the road to their bitter rival, Azusa Pacific, and a big win for the Lancers. 84-74 as the Lancers have now swept the Cougars this season and 5 straight wins against APU. Jeff, we're big Rick Croy fans. I always feel like going on the road will bring out the best in a team when you have to go to someone else's house and it's loud and it's rowdy and the fans are screaming at you. It brings out the best sometimes. You know, to be honest, they laid an egg against Concordia. That's a game they should have won on the road, but they bounced back in a big way, winning at APU.
Yeah, Rick Croy said he wanted to really compete well in that hostile environment. You know, it's a great floor, great place to play. He also said, you know, they wanted to stay within their game plan, and it looks like they did that last night. Big win over Justin Leslie and the Cougars of Azusa Pacific.
Yeah, APU's got a great team. They're still on the hunt for that Pac West Conference title, but the win for CBU head-to-head against APU, and again, a series sweep. 2 wins against APU this year. That'll put CBU right in the thick of that Pac West Conference championship hunt. And we already know that the Pac West tournament will be at the brand-new arena on campus at CBU, the new event center. So regardless if they win conference or not, they will have home court advantage come March because that conference tournament, that postseason tournament, will be at Cal Baptist University.
Yeah, and it's very important that they get that high seed going into that tournament because you are playing at home. You'd like to play, you know, if you win the league outright, you're going to end up playing the lower seed. Makes it an easier run to go to the championship of that
Intern
tournament.
Cullen might know this. Was it at APU last year? I feel like it was at APU last year, the Pac West Conference tournament.
It's the nicest facility. Yeah, used to be the nicest. Now nicest.
Now it's the new event center.
Definitely. So, yeah.
No, you know, it might have been Concordia now I'm thinking about it. I think it was Concordia and Irvine.
That's an okay place. Not that nice.
It's not the event center.
It is not the event center at CBU.
Oh, it's wonderful out there. And so, yeah, the conference tournament will be there. CBU, big win on the road. Everything great over there in Lancerland. And also, breaking news happening right now just south of us in San Diego. They got the Farmers Open going on. Tiger Woods back on the links, trying to make the cut. Jeff, did it happen?
It did.
It did.
He made the cut. He was -1 on the day, shot 72, 71 on consecutive days, and it came down to the last hole. He birdied a par 5.
Oh!
Yeah, he had a putt that was like 1,000 yards away, and then he 2-putted it in and got the birdie, and it looks like he's moving on.
Tiger's back. We're going to see him all weekend long.
Yeah.
See, he's kind of like Tom Brady to me. Like, if you asked me, are you a Tiger Woods fan? I'd say no. if someone asked me, are you a Tom Brady fan? I'd say no. But will I watch them because they're competing? Yes, absolutely. If I know Tigers playing on Sunday, I will watch. If Tom Brady's in the Super Bowl, yes, I will watch for sure.
See, I'm a Tiger fan. I don't care about, I understand that he did some horrible things, made some bad decisions in his life. But who doesn't? I mean, look, I look in the mirror every morning and I go, holy cow, what'd you do, Jeff? But no, I look at him as one of those rare athletes that you enjoy watching because he's got ice in his veins. He's got a tough quality about him. And you look at all the great athletes that have ever competed, the Michael Jordans, the Kareems, the Magics, they all have that toughness about them, and he has that in the golf as well.
We got intern Cullen in the house. You might need your laptop for this one, though.
I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, well, I don't know. He's wheeling all around.
He seems very disoriented. I'm wondering what's going on with him.
Did Natalie get hold of you?
I don't know if it's Natalie, but what's going on in your life, Colin, that you're so discombobulated?
I went to a Clippers game on Wednesday, Jeff.
Yeah, that'll do it.
It's messed them up for days.
That would mess me up forever.
It's like being seasick, man. Vertigo for days. But no, so Tiger Woods going to be around all weekend. He did make the cut, and just barely. On the 18th, he nailed the birdie to make the cut at 1 under par. But we've got 3 local guys from the Inland Empire also in action at the Farmers Open. One of the guys already in the clubhouse, 2 still on the course. Intern Cullen, I hope you have those numbers ready. This is one of your internship tests right now to see if you're on the spot with this.
Okay, according to the PGA website, Ricky Fowler is even through 17 holes in his second round. He shot 72 in the first round. And then Brendan Steele is even as well. He's 2 under. Brendan Steele is 2 under, and Aaron Weiss is on his 14th hole. He's even right now as well.
So all those guys really flirting with the cut right now. So Brendan Steele, the only guy above the cut at 2 under par.
Because he finished.
He's done. So he's not done. He's done for today. We're gonna see him all weekend long with Tiger Woods.
UC Riverside legend.
And him in high school, a Bulldog.
Yeah.
In the house.
And in the Wall of Distinction.
That's right.
It is coming his way, my friend.
That's a pretty good class. Think about that. Brendan Steele, Kenyon Barner, and John Gorham, all in the same Wall of Distinction class for the Riverside Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Big time.
Hey, it's been a good week for those fellas.
All right, so we'll keep you updated on Aaron Wise and also Ricky Fowler. Aaron Wise, you guys know where he played in high school, right? Santiago!
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. There was a nice article in the paper written today, I believe.
About Aaron Wise?
I believe it was from Jim Alexander.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Our friend.
And then Ricky Fowler, obviously, of Marietta Valley. Brendan Steele, as we talked about, UCR and Hemet. And Brendan Steele heading to the weekend after making the cut. We'll keep you updated throughout the show. We're all brought to you by Spoiled. Quick quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by great customer service, and they've got low prices. It's in the name, Spoiled. Check them out off Alessandro Boulevard. Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire, bringing you all of your sporting gear needs. Whatever you might need, I know they can hook it up. They got the print shop right there in the back of the building. They even do embroidery. Get your Letterman's jacket at Ken's Sporting Goods. Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. Check out the new Overtime program for those younger athletes going into high school, and also those strength and speed classes. The first one's free, but only if you say Jeff Gorham when you enter the door. And Catalano Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road. You can buy, trade, and finance. If you say Jeff Gorham, you will get a free car. No, I'm just kidding. That's woohoo! But they do have some pretty sweet rides down there, and they'll make that car shopping experience really easy. In fact, I was talking to my good friend Brian Silva, who was on the show yesterday from College of the Desert, and we were talking about buying cars and how you walk onto a car lot. It's just, you know what I mean? I know they got a bad rap, but the sales guys, they're all over you, and they're trying to sell you this, or maybe you bought a car and you're taking it back to the dealership because this isn't working or that's not working properly, and it's a hassle. Listen, that's why you go Catalano.
Did you know that I refuse to go car shopping? Whatever car my wife brings home, I don't care. I don't care what it is. I really don't. As long as it moves.
As long as the tires stay inflated, right?
And as long as it has air conditioning, because we live out here in the desert, the basically the surface of the sun definitely need AC.
All right, if you would like to sponsor on the Inland Sports Show, you can send us an email at inlandsportshow@gmail.com. inlandsportsshow.gmail.com. Inlandsportsshow@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. All right, when we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, some big games went down last night, and a huge one looming in just a couple hours in the land of the Big Eight. We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
Eat my shorts.
You just bought yourself another set.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajon, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Inland Sports Show, we've been accused of being the show about nothing sometimes. Just like Seinfeld. I guess that's good company, right?
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you what. I got a phone call today.
You did?
From our boy Justin Norman.
From La Sierra. Did they beat Hillcrest?
No, they did not.
Oh, man,
but apparently.
Bummer, bro.
A bummer, man. Yeah, he was really depressed. He called me last night. He was really, really sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. But here's the deal.
What's the deal?
When last week, remember when I acted like I was Justin Norman? We had the sad music.
Yeah, Justin Norman, La Sierra head basketball coach, one of the greatest players in Riverside County history. Justin Norman?
Yes, that guy.
Yeah, I remember him.
Apparently, some of his friends said, I've been listening to the show and didn't know that he and I were buddies. That he and I are,
they thought you were being rude and
they
mean.
thought I was mean. They go, why didn't you go over and just beat that guy up?
Yeah.
And he said,
Coach Norman, come get Jeff. He's right here.
And then Ron Main said the same thing to him.
Go get him.
He said, why would you let Jeff talk about you like that? And Norman's like, I can't really do anything about it. He's my buddy, and I lost last night.
You know how many points Justin Norman scored in his career?
1 million.
Yeah.
1 million points.
He's big time.
I don't, honestly, and I'm not kidding around here. He has to be the all-time leading scorer in history of the area.
Between like high school and college?
Elementary school.
You're going back to elementary school?
Let's go, because they had a three-point line when he was little, because he's a young guy.
Yeah.
But I would have to say that I held that record until then. But let's think about this. From elementary school all the way.
Find that? I don't think that stat exists.
You couldn't, but just scoring as – now, I could score. I'd put like 50 and 60 when I was in youth sports. But, yeah, he scored probably more points than anybody in history in Riverside. That's what I'm going to claim now. It's Justin Norman scored more points than anybody in the history.
And no one can debunk that because I don't think that stat even exists out there somewhere.
No, because think about it. He scored a zillion points at Norco, and then he scored more than a zillion playing. And at La Sierra University, I think he played like 8 years. Because they were in a division maybe that was like silly, one of those silly divisions where you could be like a 10th year senior playing. So I think he might have scored and played. I know he played more minutes than anybody in history because he never got off the court at Norco. He never got off the court at La Sierra University. But you know what the big thing is? He lost last night.
He lost to Hillcrest. Hillcrest is going to take that throne. 5-time River Valley League champ.
I'm telling you, last night his T-shirts were crying in his drawer.
You can see him crying.
The 5 shirts were crying in his drawer. He could just me, really sad. He called me and goes, I'm not getting that 6 T-shirt. That's no joke. That's exactly what he said.
Did he call
to me.
his print shop and say, hold off on those 6-time River Valley League champion shirts?
He said, Kens, please don't print them out.
Hold up, Kens. Hold up, Jason, stop the presses. Stop the presses.
Do you get T-shirts for second place? So, he had a tough one last night.
What else? We got a couple minutes. We got to make this quick.
Citrus Hill, 68.
That's a big one. That's a huge one.
Over Tockwitz.
That's a huge win against Tockwitz. Congrats to Davey Hopkins and the Citrus Hill Hawks out there. That's a big win. Tockwitz traditionally one of the top teams in the Inland Empire, so for them to pick up that Mountain Pass win, that's a big win.
They are in first place by themselves at 5-1. Tockwitz is 4-2. They lost to Beaumont.
That's a good league for basketball between Beaumont, Tockwitz, Citrus Hill. That's pretty good basketball out there.
And then Beaumont beat Hemet. Let's go Mountain View. San Bernardino, Rubidoux, OT.
Yeah, I saw the end of that one.
Holy smokes.
So here's the deal. So San Bernardino won a very emotional game against their rival Pacific. That was for first place.
Yeah.
Remember San Bernardino had like 44 straight league wins, and they'd won a bunch of league titles in a row. Then Pacific beat them last year. Well, so much emotion going into this one. So they beat Pacific on Tuesday night. Then they went on the road to Rubidoux, and Rubidoux's much improved. But that was the game that San Bernardino should have walked away with, and Rubidoux made him work for it.
Yeah, Paul Janeway, the coach of Rubidoux, giving him a game right there, an OT.
Yes.
Then we go to the River Valley League. The Jaguars.
They beat
Novi 64-42. And the big one, Hillcrest 46, La Sierra 32. And then in the game that Ramona was shorthanded, gave Patriot a game. Patriot beat him 67-59. So
that's a close game.
Pretty close game. So Patriot is 4-2 in league, and I believe that they're in second place.
River Valley League's a battle. Everyone's chasing Hillcrest though.
Holy cow! La Sierra's in third place.
Uh-oh.
Hold
on. Ken Sporting Goods. Hold on. Remember I told you about those second place River Valley League shirts? Hold on. Third place River Valley League shirts. Thank you, Ken Sporting Goods.
So you'll have one shirt that'll have 5 titles and a third place.
Oh, we're messing with you, Justin.
I'm not. I think it's funny. Yeah, Harupa Hills beats Sanji 69-43. Those are the boys' basketball from last night. And later on, maybe we'll go to some girls' basketball scores.
Later on in the show, we will. The big one tonight, and we'll try to revisit this one. Roosevelt and Centennial tonight. Land of the Big Eight. If Centennial wins, Jeff, that's basically the Big Eight League Championship. They already beat Roosevelt once.
Yeah, do you know who's ranked higher, though?
In the open division?
Do you know? Yeah, you know who's ranked higher?
I know who's ranked higher. Do you know who's ranked higher?
Roosevelt. Yes, they are. Because, you know, you win. You're 1-6 versus Roosevelt in the last 6 times. Or 1-5.
Yeah, I mean Centennial went 0-5 against Roosevelt last year, but they won the first meeting this year. On the season, I mean Roosevelt's 18-2. The record looks awesome. Centennial's only 13-8, but Centennial beat them head to head. So
we will see tonight.
The rematch tonight. When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Get ready for some kickball. Ontario Fury style, Jeff.
President is going to call?
El Presidente.
That's huge.
See? We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
What the hell, bro?
Hello, neighbor.
Did you just throw a burrito out your window?
Inland Empire sports fans turn to the Inland Sports Show.
So you talk to the radio?
On Fox Sports IE 1350 for breaking news, exclusive interviews, and big-name guests in the IE.
Whether you're making updates to...
I played once upon a time at Centennial High School. I was actually on the first ever CIF championship team back in 2000, and then my senior year we won it again. I'd say that's my passion because I've done it. You know, I know exactly where these athletes are at. I know what their mindset is right now. I know how hard it is to, number one, find a performance coach who can take you to the next level. What sets us apart has to be, you know, how we work with our athletes and what we know. We can take an athlete and you know, help them reach their athletic potential, you know, help them, you know, prevent injuries, help get them stronger. I know every single athlete who steps into this gym. I know exactly where they're at, and I'm going to progress them every week. If you're not getting results, then, you know, really what's it about? We're going to deliver something that's measurable, the speed, or, you know, strength, agility.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Welcome back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Every single weekday from 3 to 6 right here in the luxurious Inland Sports Studio in Riverside. We're heading into the weekend. We got a lot to talk about, a lot going on in the Inland Empire. Huge game tonight going down at Citizens Business Bank Arena as the Ontario Fury taking on Soles de Sonora. Jeff.
Soles de Sonora.
The Suns, man.
Where would that
like
be
the
from?
Phoenix Suns.
They're from Phoenix?
Well, I'm saying like the Suns.
But where are they from?
Mexico.
There's Mexican teams that play up here?
Yeah,
So
there's
it's
always a couple.
international?
There's always a couple teams in the league. Monterey, actually, Monterey's got an awesome stadium down there. I didn't get to make the trip when I was doing the Fury games down to Mexico. We weren't doing the road games at the time, but yeah, they've got some great arenas. Because remember, it's arena. It's not an actual stadium. It's an arena. They have some great arenas down there. And Soles, very good. Monterey, they're always in the hunt for the championship, and they get huge crowds, great arenas. But tonight, a little bit closer to home here in Ontario, at Citizens Business Bank Arena, the Fury will take on Soles de Sonora, and they're going to have some very famous people in the stands and also doing some autographs and some pictures. We're talking about Tommy Lasorda and Eric Dickerson, two of your childhood heroes, Jeff.
I'm telling you, Eric Dickerson and those giant shoulder pads and those rec specs, he was my favorite player for the Rams, and then he ended up going to the Colts, and I hated him.
You didn't like him after that?
No.
You turned your back on him?
I turned my back on him.
My favorite Rams running back of all time, although we love ED, Eric Dickerson.
Who's your all-time?
Greg Bell.
Just stop it.
Greg Bell, that's my boy.
Just stop it. I know he's your friend, but just stop.
Gregory Bell.
Eric Dickerson's in the top 5 running backs of all time.
He probably is.
Yes.
I think no one would argue against that.
Who's your top running back of all time?
My top running back of all time.
Your favorite running back of all time.
Can I pick a fullback?
You can pick anybody you want. Pep Fernandez.
Tom Rathman.
Just stop.
From the San Francisco 49ers. Remember Tom Rathman?
Yeah.
Anybody out there? Tom Rathman.
Tom Rathman fan. No, I would have said Barry Sanders.
Yeah, he was fun to watch. He was a lot of fun to watch.
And I can't say anyone else. And Eric Dickerson. Those are my 2 favorites of all time. Hey, the Fury though. Let's get back to these guys.
Yeah.
They're in second place right now.
They're doing pretty well. Remember, they beat San Diego. The San Diego Sockers had not lost a match all season
That's right.
long.
They're in first place.
But then San Diego exacted a little bit of revenge, and they got the Fury in the next game. But that's okay. They got San Diego that once. They're right there in the thick of the playoff hunt, so that's what matters. And again, a big night tonight at Citizens Business Bank Arena as they are taking on Soles de Sonora and Eric Dickerson and Tommy Lasorda. It sounds like a joke. So the Fury, Eric Dickerson, and Tommy Lasorda, they all walk into Citizens Business Bank Arena. You know?
What do they do? I mean, do they go out and do they do a coin toss? I mean, you can't do that in soccer.
They do like a little ceremonial kickoff. You know, in hockey, they do the ceremonial puck drop. They bring the guys out there, and they drop the puck, and they have a hockey player from each team. They come over there and they act like they're doing a face-off. They drop the puck for a picture, and they do that whole thing. So
maybe Tommy Lasorda will throw out some BP.
he's like, you throw this, right?
He used to throw BP every day. Did you know that? Tommy Lasorda used to throw BP every day.
Keeps you young, right?
Yeah, he's 115. I'm surprised he's actually going to be out there tonight.
All right now let's go to the Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change Celebrity Hotline. It's a friend of the show. We're so glad he could join us. It's the great, he's the El Presidente. We're queuing up the presidential music for Bernie Lilavois, president of the Ontario Fury. Bernie, how are you today?
Good. How are you, buddy? Thanks for having me.
Oh, man, we're doing great. We're fired up for the Fury and Soles de Sonora tonight at Citizens Business Bank Arena. And you've got some pretty big names joining you at the match tonight, and Tommy Lasorda and Eric Dickerson. How did this kind of all come together?
They're just huge Fury fans, man. That's what it's all about. So, no, they've been coming to games over the last 5 seasons. We do a lot of charity work, as you know, out in the community with different nonprofits and different organizations, and we happen to meet up with them at some of those that we've been doing. And my business partners have always, had them come out and do a lot of charity work with some of the other companies that they have. So it's just a natural fit. Tommy's been a huge fan. He's kicked out the first ball. He's been honorary captain. He's probably been to more games than some of our players have been. And Eric Dickerson, this is, I believe, his 3rd time coming out. So, we're super excited. They both tweeted and posted on social media they're going to be here and try to rally SoCal sports fans to come out and check us out as well.
Yeah, because you're casting a big net here because obviously Tommy Lasorda's a baseball guy and Eric Dickerson a Rams legend. So we got football, we got baseball, and, of course, arena soccer. It's all kind of coming together tonight for the Fury.
Yeah, definitely. Tommy always comes down and talks to the guys in the locker room as well. And some of the classic speeches that we've all seen on video when he was manager of the Dodgers, he still breaks those out with our boys, at halftime or before the game. So he's a big soccer fan. He's a big Fury fan. And I know Eric Dickerson, his daughters play soccer as well. So he's a big soccer fan as well.
It's also part of just, branding the team and more people being exposed to the sport. My co-host over here, Jeff, he actually went to a Fury game and he loved it.
Best day ever with my family.
I love it, man. Love to hear that.
Because a lot of people, they hear soccer and they're like, I'm not into those, 1-0 games. It's like, hey, hold on. Arena soccer, the Ontario Fury, we're talking 10-8. I mean, double digits in goals. I mean, how would you kind of describe the arena game, Bernie, if people aren't familiar with it already?
I always say it's the best of outdoors crammed indoors. So people love scoring. There's plenty of scoring in indoors. They like the physical contact. Obviously, in outdoor soccer, you get a slide tackle here and there, but in indoor, you're pretty much going to get a slide tackle or someone bumping against the boards like in hockey, every couple minutes. And then it's fast-paced. I mean, it's end-to-end action, so there might be a shot at one end, hits above the glass, bounces all the way to midfield, and it's a breakaway for the other team. So it's really the best of indoor or best of outdoors, jam-packed indoors, and it's something for everybody. It's family fun entertainment. We do a lot of fun in-game promotions for the kids and families. And then there's the, action that sport fans love, high scoring and physical nature of the game.
Yeah, it's like foosball on steroids.
Foosball.
Pretty much. I wish it was foosball. Then I could, actually maneuver my players on the field. That'd be pretty cool.
It'd make your job, when you were a coach at least, Bernie, it'd make your job a little bit easier, right?
Yeah, or hold on to the other team, the other side of it, which is illegal in foosball, but yeah.
We're talking with Bernie Lilavois, Ontario Fury president. Big match tonight against Soles de Sonora. Bernie, what time is kickoff out there at Citizens Business Bank?
Doors open at 6, kickoff's at 7. I just walked into the building here, starting some of the preliminary setup stuff, and I heard the lower bowl is pretty much almost sold out. So we've got plenty of tickets available on the upper deck, but it's going to be a jam-packed crowd, exciting Sonora team coming in town. And we've got 2 LA sports legends here as well. So it doesn't really get any better than that, I think.
Now, I know there's always Ontario Fury jerseys in the crowd. Are you expecting to see a lot of Rams and Dodgers stuff as well tonight?
Absolutely, I hope so. More than welcome. We're all part of the hometown teams. You know what I mean? So bring your LA, Rams, LA Dodgers, and obviously tons of Fury gear. I would probably not bring out that other LA football team and that other baseball team that's in Orange County. That might, upset the two legends that we have here. But no, come on out. If you haven't seen the sport, you haven't seen the Fury yet, this is a great opportunity to come check it out alongside two legends.
Hey, Bernie, real quick, you had mentioned some of those classic, pregame talks from Tommy Lasorda, and without giving away all your secrets behind the scenes. I mean, what are some of the stuff, things that Tommy Lasorda would say to the Ontario Fury players? Because when you give a pregame speech to your guys, I'm sure it translates whether it's soccer or baseball or football. You say a lot of the same things, and Tommy Lasorda is very famous for being very charismatic and funny. Even if you're a soccer player or soccer fan, everyone knows who Tommy Lasorda is. So how do the guys receive that? Is Tommy Lasorda pretty funny and gets the guys fired up before the game? What are some of the things that he kind of relays to your players?
Well, one of the big things, and we've heard it through from Tommy over and over, whether he's coaching the USA baseball team or he visits a lot of the other sports teams and talks, that, you play for the name on the front of the jersey, not the back. And I think that really resonates with a lot of the guys here that, here's a legend talking to professional players, and he's still talking about that to this day about, you play for the organization, the colors that you're wearing. Forget about your name. That if you play for the organization in front of your chest, you're going to go a long way and have a successful career. And I think that's really what resonates with a lot of the players when they see him. And I'm telling you, guys are ready to run through a brick wall after Tommy talks to them.
The great Bernie Lilavois, the president of the Ontario Fury, here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Still plenty of time to get on out to Citizens Business Bank Arena in Ontario as the Fury will host Soles de Sonora. Bernie, we always appreciate the time, and we'll look for a picture on Twitter or Instagram of you and Tommy and Eric Dickerson all together. 3 heavyweights.
Absolutely. I can't wait, man. It's going to be awesome. So thank you again for having me. Great job with the show. I listen in all the time. And, let's see all of Inland Empire out here to CBBA tonight. Be awesome.
Awesome. Thanks, Bernie. We appreciate it.
Thanks, Bernie.
Thanks, Pep. Thanks, guys. Bye.
All right, that's Bernie Lilavois, El Presidente of the Ontario Fury.
Yeah, look at he's going to be hobnobbing with some bigwigs, some Hall of Famers.
I would love to go to the match just to go into the locker room and hear Tommy Lasorda talk to the guys.
He's going to yell at guys. He doesn't even know them. He's just going to start yelling at them.
You know what I mean? Like, wouldn't it be awesome to hear, like, a Tommy Lasorda pregame, pep talk?
Yeah.
Pun intended there. But you know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he's, like, so funny. He's so charismatic still. But I'm sure he's got so many, like, classic one-liners.
Yeah, he's...
Wait, hold on. There he is. Well, could you do that one more time? That's Uncle Tommy. I interrupted Uncle Tommy.
Say you love the Dodgers, you might not get into heaven.
That's right.
Wow.
If you want to go to heaven, you better like them Dodgers. So Uncle Tommy says.
Tommy Lasorda's going to go in and just cuss at everybody. Scream at him.
But he's been to a bunch of Ontario Fury games over the years. In fact, when I was doing the play-by-play for the Fury, this was, 3 years ago now? 2-3 years ago now? He was at a game. Unfortunately, the press box where you do the play-by-play was high atop the arena at Citizens Business Bank. So I was like way up at the top, and Uncle Tommy Lasorda, was down on the field level, so I didn't get a chance to go down there and take a picture with him. I was bummed out. I wanted to get down there and at least take a picture with a legend.
Maybe you should go tonight. You and I go tonight.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Let's do it. Let's take our families.
We can get tickets.
We'll be a big group date of our two families. The Gorham boys.
The Gorham boys. And the Fernandez girls.
And the Fernandez girls. Woo! Have all 3 of those Gorham boys be throwing stuff around, and the Fernandez girls will be all nice.
All proper.
Yeah, proper. And then there's the Gorham.
No, the Gorham boys.
Crazy kids.
Blame it on the Fernandez girls.
No.
Yeah, definitely blame it.
That would be fun. But still plenty of time, again, to get out to Citizens Business Bank Arena. Tommy Lasorda and Eric Dickerson tonight. Fury taking on Soles de Sonora.
Soles de... I can't say it.
Sonora. The city, Jeff. It's the city.
So they go down and travel down there? I mean, that's pretty good travel stuff.
They travel quite a bit because there's an Eastern Conference, so they'll They'll go to Chicago. In fact, because I don't follow the Fury as close as I once did because I did the play-by-play, so I was like all over it.
I do. Monterey's in first. There's a big division.
The Monterey Flash, I want to say.
Yes, there's the MASL.
Yeah, the Major Arena Soccer League.
Okay, and there are, you know how many teams there are?
Hold on. In the whole league?
Yes.
Let me guess. Hold on. 24.
No, 16.
16.
16, and you know who's in last place?
Turlock.
Yes, Turlock. That's
the
from your
Turlock
area.
Express.
Yeah, the Turlock Express is. They're having a bad season. They're 2-14.
Ooh, boy.
But I'm telling you what, though, San Diego. There's some good teams. Ontario's 8th, but they're right there behind Florida.
Is that the conference standings, or what is that overall?
This is overall.
Overall.
Yeah, but conference are second right now in the conference.
And in the Pacific Division, I'm going to assume San Diego's on top.
They are.
Followed by Ontario.
Yes,
right?
You're correct. Look at me. I'm doing my studying right here. I've been doing it right now.
Yeah, they go to a lot of cool places. They take road trips to, I think they had one to Chicago. Syracuse was in the league. Is Syracuse still in the league?
I don't.
You got all the teams right there, don't you?
I did, but I went to the conference.
Oh, okay.
Lee Eastern. Wait, what'd you say?
Baltimore, Harrisburg, Syracuse. Who else? Chicago.
Oh, yeah, there they are.
Dallas.
Harrisburg, Milwaukee, Cedar Rapids, Kansas City, St. Louis, Monterey, Sonora, El Paso, and Rio Grande.
Oh, yes. So there's a lot of new franchises. A lot of those I hadn't heard of. Those are new franchises.
And Turlock.
It's interesting.
What is in Turlock?
Yeah.
There's only a couple things in Turlock.
You know who's from Turlock? Who's from Turlock?
Who's from Turlock?
Your boy, Colin Kaepernick.
He's a Turlock guy?
I'm pretty sure he is, yeah. That's your boy.
That's not my boy.
Stanislaus State.
He didn't go there. Well, Stanislaus State.
No, he went.
Was he a Nevada guy?
Pittman High School? Yeah, he went to Nevada.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we went a couple places with the Fury. I didn't do all the road games. I didn't do the games in Mexico. I just missed out on that East Coast road trip. I think they did like Syracuse and Rochester, I think what it was. And I remember the weather being like awful and thinking as the guys were on the road trip and the weather was bad, and I was watching like world news and, them having to wait for planes and jump in vans to get from city to city because they couldn't travel because of the weather. It was a mess.
I don't like traveling. I really don't. It's not fun at all.
I don't like it either.
But I want to say this, though, about the indoor soccer. A lot of fighting going on when I went to watch the game.
I wanted to ask Bernie about this because he'd have my back. I know he would. It's half.
It's not frowned upon. I took.
No. It's not. It's I would say arena soccer is like half hockey and half WWE.
Yeah, I kind of got that vibe because about every 5 minutes they'd have like a bench clearing, but it was more just like pushing and shoving. I'm like, those guys aren't tough.
Yeah, but here's the deal.
Get out of here.
Here's the deal. Now that I'm not, collecting paychecks for the Ontario Fury,
okay.
Here's the deal. Like, I would do the play-by-play, and I'd wrap up the broadcast, and then I would head downstairs to do the bowels of Citizens Business Bank Arena, and you'd have to go past the locker rooms to get out.
I know what you're going to say.
What?
They were all hanging out together, drinking beer.
No, it was real.
No, it was not.
It was not fake news. I am dead serious.
Like they were literally fighting afterwards.
Yes.
No.
Because, you would think, okay, it's all for show. It's WWE, behind closed doors. Everyone, hey, they're hugging each other's, babies and holding hands. No, dude, I would go, seriously, I would go behind. And this just kind of adds to the intrigue of major arena soccer. I would go down to the bowels of Citizens Business Bank Arena, and I had to go past both locker rooms, and all security guards would be out, and the head coach, who was it? I think it was the head coach of Las Vegas at the time. That was the one that I remember. He'd be sticking his head out the locker room and screaming at Bernie, because at the time Bernie was the head coach. And Bernie would be yelling back at him because I'm going full disclosure here. So sometimes, like you said, Jeff, there would be a dust-up on the actual field. And Bernie, he cares about the brand and he cares about the business. So he knows there's a lot of kids in attendance watching the game. So if a guy from the opposing team is trying to punch and fight one of his Fury guys, he's not into it. He's worried about the product. He wants a good product, right?
Yeah.
So he would call the other guys out hey, that's not how you handle your business. You can't do that here. This is our house. We got a certain way of doing things. And of course, the other guys would tell him where to go and
laughing at him.
And laugh. So you see it on the field. Everyone goes down the tunnel to their locker room. You're like, okay, it's over. They're probably all tight. I go down to the bowels, and there they were, still yelling at each other. Had to be escorted out onto their bus and just
the best. Hey, well, just think of that. The 2 games I've been to soccer games with you. The other one was like 3-on-3 soccer at the end of the match we went to.
Oh, that's right. You've been to some wild ones.
That was the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life. They were fighting all over the place.
That was Riverside Coras in SoCal SC.
If anyone needs to go to a soccer game, they need to go to indoor soccer or go see that Riverside Coras team.
Yeah, every time you go with me, like, it's nuts.
Unbelievable. They were guys fighting everywhere.
So we had the Fury game, which obviously there's little scuffles and dust-ups all over the field between players.
And great-looking cheerleaders. I remember that. My son it was the best time of his life.
The ladies of Ontario Fury who have been in this studio.
Oh, yeah, but my son, though, I have pictures still with him. He was bright red. It was just a red-faced Connor with the cheerleaders. But, yeah, there was fights both times.
Yeah, then the game, it was at UC Riverside between SoCal SC and Riverside Coras, and again, it's one of those rivalry games.
It was crazy.
It was a rivalry game, and it was super heated. And, Jeff, I've seen a lot of soccer. I played 4 years of varsity in high school. I played a year in college. I've played a lot of soccer. I've seen a lot of soccer. I've never seen a game with so many red cards. It was 8-on-7, wasn't it?
Yeah, it looked like 3-on-3 to me, literally. And there was people screaming. The coach even had to come out and play. One of the coaches was playing. I remember that. I was like, what is that guy? It's the coach.
And I remember we were set up in the stands.
Yes.
And we were focused on the field, right? Because we're doing the game live. We're broadcasting it live. And I'm like, I hear something behind me.
They were fighting.
I'm like, what's going on behind me? And I'm like looking over the stands. I think I was working one of the cameras. I think we had the interns were calling the game, weren't they?
Yes.
Or was it me? No, I think it was the interns.
I was directing.
You were the director.
I was the director.
I was working a camera.
Yes.
And I remember it was me and intern Cam. Intern Cam,
yes.
Right? We were on the cameras.
Yes.
And we hear something behind us. And I'm looking behind the bleachers, like at UC Riverside. And like there's a guy still yelling and like the fight is spilled out. Like the game is going on.
That was the best. You could hear him yelling and cursing. And I was like, holy smoke. I mean, you could hear him. I mean, they were right behind us.
That's why I got our attention. Where, again, we've got big headsets on, earbuds, and we're focused on the broadcast. I'm like, what is that?
Hey,
Who's
wait
yelling?
a second.
Is
Do you
somebody
remember
yelling
there
at
was
me?
something else that was funny? There was a coach from the other team was suspended, but yet he was on the sidelines. You remember that?
No, what was that?
There was that same game. The coach for one of the teams was suspended, and he wasn't supposed to be there, but he was walking the sidelines, sitting up in the bleachers.
Oh, that's right. My boy Daniel Massotti.
Yeah, he wasn't allowed to be there.
The Italian-Brazilian. Yeah, I remember him.
Yeah, and I was like, why is that guy? He's the coach, and he was like coaching from the bleachers.
That's right. Dude, soccer is so fun, man.
The best, man.
Every sport is so unique, and they're awesome for different reasons. But soccer, I got to be honest, there's a lot of drama.
I think it's more pep because at the Quakes game.
Oh, at the Quakes game, there was a brawl.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, I got a rap.
Yeah.
Everywhere I go, there's fights, man.
Yeah, people always say that you're salty more than I am. Because people are really nice to me. You think about it. Everybody's really nice to me.
I haven't been salty in a long time.
You're salty. I've seen you salty.
I haven't been salty in a long time.
You're more salty than I am.
I was telling intern Cullen when we were driving in the car, we were talking about, what fight was it? We were talking about a fight on the field.
Well, you had the one that had like 1 million views.
Yeah, I've seen several minor league baseball brawls. Like call it dumb luck. I don't know what you want to call it, but I happened to be there with a camera.
And you were the guy. I've seen many fights growing up, man. I've been on buses where they've thrown oranges and rocks at it. Where you're like sitting in the bus and everybody, and the bus driver goes, "Get down!
Get out of here!"
And you're like lying down on the bus.
Yes.
It's a trap. I remember going to. Remember going to Paris when I was a little boy. My dad's team was Norte Vista was playing at Paris, and all of a sudden, you hear the windows popping out. I'm like, my dad's like, "Get down!" They were throwing rocks at the bus. They were breaking windows. I was a little kid. I remember my mom was mad at my dad, and she was like, "What are you doing? Don't take him on the bus anymore. He's gonna get killed." It was one of the best.
Battle zone.
It was the best night of my life. I'm not gonna lie. It was awesome. It was awesome. I've seen all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't know. I know. I got some crazy stories.
And on that night, Jeff decided to be a basketball coach.
Yeah. Hey, another time I used to keep score for the city in softball games, and I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I heard, pew, pew, and I'm going, what is that noise? And everybody's laying down on the field. I was keeping score for softball. Somebody drove by and was shooting a gun, and the sound that I was hearing, it hit the light post, and it sounded like I could hear it go by. like dinging. It was dinging. I was like, holy smokes. And so I'm on those aluminum bleachers laying down, and I could hear bullets flying by me. I'm like, this isn't worth my $7 an hour. So I quit that night, never went back. It was
on that night, Jeff gave up his softball stat career.
Yeah, I worked for the Park and Rec. I'm like, I'm never doing this again. It was horrible, but I didn't know what it was. I just heard this buzzing noise. Pew! And it was like hitting. I was like, what?
So you looked around and said, everyone else is freaked out.
I said, I don't know. What are you guys scared of these little buzzing noises? But no, it was hitting the posts, and it was really scary.
Ugh.
I'm not going to say where it was.
Yeah, let's not.
It was near Colton, though.
Oh, Greg! Holla!
It was near
Greg
Colton.
Holland.
That's all I'm going to say. Greg.
It wasn't Colton.
No, it wasn't Colton. It was borderline Colton, though.
I want to take a lucky guess and say it was on the east side.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're right. Yeah, it was crazy. I had another time I was at work in Nichols Park when I was a kid, and so when somebody was playing a pickup game. Am I going off?
No, it's all right. We got a minute or two.
Okay, we're playing in a pickup game, and guys start fighting, and there's always fights at Nichols Park. And so all of a sudden the guy goes, I'm going to be right back.
Uh-oh, that's not good.
No, and the guy walks back in with a gun, wielding a gun,
What?
and was going to kill a guy over a pickup game. And I remember diving out of there too, diving head first right out of the exit.
And on that night, Jeff swore off pickup games.
Never again will I ever go to a public park and play pickup games. But these guys were heated. And guy brought in a gun and was waving it around.
Man,
That was the first time I ever saw a gun.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
You have crazy. So I always played soccer, but my best friends were basketball players. So we'd always play like in these adult leagues, and I'd play with them. Craziest thing, we'd get like a bloody nose, like someone run into each other,
Oh.
and, get a bloody nose. I mean, you got bullets.
Yeah, you get bullets. I remember, just seriously, Bobby Bonds Park, there'd be some good fights when we were kids. I don't think it's that bad anymore, but Nichols Park, there'd be, guys would come in with guns. So those of you that are listening right now, you guys remember, and you know what I'm talking about. There used to be some tough games around here, but that was park days. I'm a grown man now.
You're a grown man now.
I don't go to any parks and play basketball anymore. I just play video
Go to my
games.
car. Get my other gun. Shoot everybody's ass.
Can we hear Uncle Tommy one more time as we round this out?
There you go.
We start with soccer being violent, right?
And then I
In
start
drama
just going
field.
off on my
If
gunshot.
you don't say you love the Dodgers, you might not get into heaven.
That's true.
I don't love the Dodgers.
You gotta love Jesus. You gotta love the Dodgers.
I love the Halo. I love the Halos.
The Halos. That's one step closer to heaven, right?
There you go. That's even closer than being a Dodger fan. It's in the name, for gosh sakes. The Angels.
All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We will recap that big win again for Cal Baptist University last night against APU. Plus, we've heard some rumors that some CIF Southern Section basketball playoff games could be coming to CBU as well. Did you hear about this, Jeff?
No, I have not.
You haven't?
I have not.
And then?
And then
we're going to talk with Damontae Kazee from the Atlanta Falcons a little bit later in the show.
He's a pro football player. Did you know that?
I heard about that.
He's an NFL player.
He's pretty good. He forces a lot of fumbles. He flies around. And
Yeah, see, I'm always nervous when you bring in these pros.
Are you?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm always starting.
Who's the only guy I was nervous to interview?
Steve Fisher.
Bingo! Bingo! Yeah! We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
If you don't
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajon, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car, whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. Just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. Come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
Blonde lady, and she's over here showing me how to do this big work on the computer.
Rebecca over here at iHeart has better things to do than babysit you, Jeff, over there live on the show. What's going on?
I kind of like her babysitting me. She's a lovely lady over here, and she was showing me how to put in hours and stuff.
Rebecca, honestly, is Jeff kind of a pain in the butt?
No, he's a big teddy bear.
Oh, that's a lie.
Big teddy bear.
Fake news. That's not right.
Fake news. Are you kidding me?
That's not real.
She's putting numbers on her phone.
Uh-oh.
He's getting paid.
He's getting paid.
Oh, I thought I was getting the digits.
Oh! She said getting numbers over.
I thought I was getting numbers. I was all excited. Oh, well, sorry.
But you are getting paid.
I'm trying.
You're trying.
I'm trying.
If you figure it out, let me know.
I will try.
So I'll let you be the pain in the butt. Rebecca can deal with you, and then I'll.
Sorry, we got Rebecca in the studio. That's okay.
Hey, welcome back to the show. It's the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. We're proudly brought to you by Spoiled, quick quality oil change, Ken Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona. Jeff, can you concentrate over there?
Barely. But yes, I can do it. I can talk sports anytime.
All right. We're going to talk Cal Baptist basketball.
Ooh.
Big win last night against APU, 84-74. So that's 2 consecutive wins this season. So the Lancers take the series from the Cougars this year. That's 5 straight wins against APU overall. Kazee Diop, the big man, right? Have you seen him play?
He's a stud. Everybody's talking about that big fella.
Well, last year he was kind of I wouldn't say the second fiddle, but they had that big-time scorer, Michael Smith, right? The all-time leading scorer at Cal Baptist. But you could always see that Kazee Diop was that next star. He's a big man, the man in the middle. Michael Smith was more of like a shooting guard, so he got a lot of shots up. But now Kazee Diop is that guy, and last night in that win against APU, he made some CBU history. He now has over 1,000 career points and 5,000 rebounds. So he's only
5,000?
I'm sorry, 500.
I was like, holy smokes. That's a lot of rebounds.
I was reading your paycheck. It said 5,000. I'm like, oh, man, Jeff's doing okay for himself over there.
He's only getting 5,000 rebounds.
5,000.
I can't really concentrate, but when you said 5,000, I'm
well,
like,
Rebecca's like in your lap over here. I mean,
that's like breaking records, for God's sake.
Well, at least you were paying attention.
Of course I was.
1,000 career points, 500 rebounds. Kazee Diop, only the 9th Lancer all-time to reach those milestones. So congratulations to Kazee Diop. And again, in that big win last night against Azusa Pacific University. And the Lancers now, they are on the cusp. They're receiving votes once again for the top 25 poll in the country. So one of those top 25 teams in the country.
Hey, and they're playing 3 tough games. They played Concordia first. They lost to Concordia, beat Azusa, but they've got to play Concordia next week. That's a big game going into the conference play here.
Yeah, and Concordia, again, hosted the Pac West Conference Tournament last year. I'll have to go back and look at those conference standings. I thought APU had the best record, but maybe Concordia had the best facility. I don't know, because CBU is going to have the Pac West Conference Tournament this year. Thank you, Rebecca. We appreciate it.
Rebecca.
Man, she ran out of here, Jeff. You really scared her off.
I was going to say I'll come anytime and talk sports.
Yay! You didn't scare her off.
I don't scare off the ladies. Are you kidding me? I'm looking pretty good today. I got a polo shirt.
Are you? You got all dressed up, huh?
Yeah. I hope my wife wasn't listening.
You don't gotta suck it in anymore.
Wow.
But you know what? It was for the money, right?
It was all for the money.
It was all for the money.
Well, I'm telling you, she's a lovely. I really liked her. I'm speechless.
Are we all straight though? Did you get paid?
I don't know.
You having a hard time concentrating over there?
Yeah, I got some stuff here. Okay, here we go. I'm ready.
All right. So again, CBU, big win. APU last night, 84-74 was that final score. Kazee Diop, 1,000 points, 500 rebounds. I mean, 5,000 rebounds would really be something. I mean, that really impressed me.
I always talk about in college basketball how important the home playing at home is. Hey, Cal Baptist is 12-1 at home.
Remember they had all those home games in the front of the schedule, remember?
They played 19 games. 13 of them are at home. They've only played 3 on the road. But that's how important the home court advantage is in college basketball. That's why, going over the Big West, a lot of those Big West teams, it's a rare occurrence for the away team to win on, somebody's home court. And we've seen it a few times. Last night, UC Santa Barbara beat Cal State Fullerton at home, and Riverside's taking some losses here at home as well. But Cal Baptist, 12-1 at home, and I think 23rd in the country.
Yeah, so fingers crossed last year as a Division II member of the Pac West Conference. Hopefully they can do it on their home floor. How special would that be to win the win the Pac West Conference, go on to the West Regional, and do it on your home floor? And I think just based on how good they are inside that new event center, the new arena on campus, I would say they're the favorite. Even if they don't win that regular season conference title, maybe they don't finish in first place during the regular season. I think tournament time for the conference tournament, I would still say they're the favorite because, again, it's in their arena, and they still might finish in first.
And they're right in probably the toughest stretch of their schedule of the year is this week and a half versus Concordia and Azusa. So, I mean, you look down the line, they got Biola, a pretty good team. You got Academy of Art, Notre Dame. I'm not even going to say it. Notre Dame, Hawaii Hilo, Chaminade, and Fresno Pacific. So, yeah, they have a pretty good stretch of games, but they're very winnable games that could possibly win out the schedule.
And I hope they do. So I hope they do. They're 15-4 on the year, again, 8-3 in the Pac West. It's going to be a logjam. You're not going to see a team, again, they're not going to run the table and go undefeated in conference play. We can already tell you that because all the teams have a couple losses So they're going to beat each other up a little bit, and that first-place team might have, I don't know, maybe 4 losses. I would say 4 or 5 losses at the most, somewhere in that ballpark.
But they've taken care of, Dixie State's out of the way. APU is out of the way. The only one they have left really is the juggernaut, Concordia.
Smooth sailing for Rick Croy and the guys, right?
I love that guy. I want to play for that guy.
So last night in that win against APU, Callie Dioff had 21 points. He's a guy that you can look at already and know that he's going to have a professional career. I mean, he's that good.
He is.
Like Michael Smith was, who's playing overseas now. I believe he's in Germany, I want to say, Michael Smith. Remember he had a tryout with the Lakers last year.
He is in Germany. In fact, Coach Rick Roy said that he keeps up tabs with him weekly, knows how many points he's averaging and everything. Remember he came on the show and told us all about his former players that are playing all over the world.
Yeah, he knew where all his guys were at. Like, where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? He knew all around the world, right?
Where's Jeff?
Where in the world? Where's Jeff?
He's sleeping outside.
He might be. You might be sleeping outside tonight.
Could be.
After Rebecca got you paid over
here.
I
don't know. I think I have a crush.
You're getting the numbers, the digits.
Yeah, got the digits.
But yeah, Callie Dioff, Michael Smith, big time scores for CBU. Remember, Michael Smith again had that tryout with the Lakers. There was an outside shot we could have hear his name called in the NBA draft. It wasn't, or maybe even an undrafted free agent contract. At least go into like summer league basketball with one of the teams. That didn't happen. He's playing overseas right now. But we're still waiting for that first CBU basketball player to sign with an NBA team. I think it's going to happen as we move into this Division I era. We saw Aiden Apodaca, the soccer player, signed with the Philadelphia Union of Major League Soccer.
Yeah, how big would that be?
It's happening.
How big would that be to have a CBU basketball player?
Oh, man, it would be awesome.
It definitely will. They're making their transition into the Division I next year, and they're going to have some players. They have some great players now, though. Jordan Heading.
Yep.
Man, he is a stud. He plays really, really hard. He's one of those guys that anybody would love to have on their team.
And Corey Lang, who's a grad transfer, I believe he's like married with kids already.
What?
Yeah.
What do you mean he's married with kids?
He's an old guy, but he's great. In fact, you know how old he is, Jeff?
58.
No, but okay, so he played for Tehachapi. I remember covering him in high school in Bakersfield. That was the part of the Bakersfield television market up there in Tehachapi, the Tehachapi Warriors, mountain ball. Yeah, it's true.
Oh, he played 3 seasons at BYU Hawaii, but BYU Hawaii is they closed down. They got rid of it. Gone. So yeah, and it says he's married. Whoa, to Lacey Lang, and they have twins on the way and a 2-year-old daughter.
Told you.
Holy smokes.
Told you, man. Mountain ball.
And he's 46 years old.
No, he's not. Was he probably like 22, 23?
I don't
23,
know.
Something like that.
These things, that's pretty incredible, though.
Yeah. But he had 16 last night. So he's a grad transfer making some big-time contributions. He is a grad transfer, right?
Yes, he is.
Yeah. So 16 for him, 16 for Jordan Heading, and Callie Dioff had 21 last night in that big win. I want to spend a couple minutes on this real quick.
Okay.
Speaking of CBU and the new event center, we know the Pac West Conference Tournament is coming to Cal Baptist at the end of the season. Also, get a load of this. The CIF Southern Section Open Division semifinal. So the Open Division is the best of the best.
Okay.
They will have their semifinal games. It sounds like at CBU. The Los Angeles Times is reporting that the CIF Southern Section has reserved CBU's brand new event center for the semifinals in the Open Division. Last year they were played at USC, and it says the semifinals drew a sold-out crowd. This was the matchups in the semifinals last year. It was Mater Dei and Chino Hills and Bishop Montgomery against Sierra Canyon. It was sold out. Huge crowd.
At the Galen Center?
It was at the Galen Center at USC last year, and now they've reserved CBU this year, according to the LA Times.
Great. Be great to go down and watch those games. I'd sit there all day and watch basketball.
It says Long Beach State, the Pyramid.
Yes.
The Walter Pyramid will be the site for the championship game. So I guess that's already locked in. But they were looking for a site for the semifinals. And the Galen Center is a very nice place at USC.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful.
But I don't know. They're moving out to CBU. I think once they come out here once and get that CBU experience,
they're going to want to stay.
They're not going to want to leave, man. They're going to love it.
And Rick Croy can probably recruit from there.
You know what?
How cool is that? Hey, just come over and play.
This is my house.
Yeah. And
this is my house.
Woo, I'm telling you, man, they're going to get some great recruits. And I do see Cal Baptist moving really fairly fast in their conference. I'm telling you, I think the WAC conference is going to welcome them, and they're just going to be a juggernaut. I see, just like Grand Canyon and the other schools in that conference, they're going to do really well.
Juggernauts. Hey, speaking of the Open Division, here's a change, again, according to the LA Times, that the Open Division, it was like the other playoff divisions. You know how some have 32 teams and some have 16?
Yes.
The Open Division will be reduced down to 8 teams.
So only going to have 8?
Yeah, so Roosevelt, who was on the Open Division watch list, as is Centennial, they're probably on the cusp, which they probably would not mind going Division I as opposed to Open Division, like 1AA.
I'll be honest with you. If they're only going to go 8, I see only maybe 2 teams from this area. Etowanda.
And Rancho Christian, right?
And Rancho Christian.
Yeah.
If we're going to take 2 teams out of the IE and you have, probably a couple Trinity League teams, I imagine Mater Dei will be in there. There's going to be some teams. I don't see any more than 2, though. Maybe 3 if you go Roosevelt wins out, maybe.
Yeah.
Or Centennial.
Well, even Centennial, because right now, let's say Roosevelt beats Centennial tonight, they would split the league series.
Then I think Centennial's out of that, and I think Roosevelt still has a shot because their record is so good.
See, that's the thing. I think they've kind of eliminated each other, because if Centennial wins out both games against Roosevelt, that would strengthen their case, but their overall record doesn't look as good as Roosevelt's.
And if Roosevelt wins out with how many losses? 3, you said?
They're like 18-2.
18-2. If they go,
but they go 0-2 against. If they go 0-2 against Centennial, that would
be tough. But if they do beat Centennial and win out, then I think
they'll be on the cusp.
I think they'd be in just because they were a state champion last year. Why would you not put in a
that's
defending
true.
state champion?
That's a great point.
And you win probably the 2nd or 3rd best conference in Southern California.
That's a great point.
They're and I think Rancho Christian is in no matter what, because their conference is so bad, but they beat such big teams in the preseason. They beat teams in the middle of the season, so they're showing that they're still improving. And the Mobleys or the Mobley brothers are really, really good. Yeah. I don't see Rancho Christian. They're definitely going to be in.
All right, we'll keep an eye on that. And again, if you're Centennial or Roosevelt, maybe you don't want to go Open Division.
No.
Maybe you want to stay in 1AA for the CIF Southern Section playoffs.
Yeah, take a couple losses on purpose. Yeah.
Do it. Take a page from the Cleveland Browns and just
put the JVs in, and when it counts, and you'll be out of it.
All right, so again, CBU reserved for the CIF Southern Section Open Division semifinals coming up in March. All right, when we come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, we'll talk more about Cal Baptist baseball. We talked from the skipper, Gary Adcock, yesterday, and 3 of his top players. Well, the conference preseason picks are out. They came out, and we're going to pass those along to you as well. And a little bit later in the show, Jerry Rice is coming back.
No!
Well, maybe not officially, but he wants to. He really does.
Do you think he can still play?
He might. That's what we want to hear.
He's great in Dancing with the Stars. That son of a gun had a soft shoe, baby.
Did he?
He was really,
Those
really good.
Those receivers, man, they got fancy feet.
I'll tell you what, he was very soft-shoed.
Can Jerry Rice, 55 years old, still play NFL football? Actually, you know what? Send us a tweet at @inland_sports. We want to hear from you as well.
Rocky made a comeback.
Hey, if Rocky can do it,
Rocky Balboa
right?
made a couple comebacks.
Gordie Howe was like 60-something when he played in the NHL, right?
Do you remember when Rocky Balboa made his comeback and there was a robot in his house? It was like Rocky 6, and then he lost his mind?
Beep, beep, beep.
Remember he lost his mind?
Yeah.
And then he came back for that other movie, Rocky Balboa, and he showed no signs of dementia like in the other movie.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance the soft-shoed Jerry Rice will be playing for the Raiders.
We will talk more CBU baseball because, again, the Lancers with some big-time honors as they head into the season. And also Jerry Rice. Is he really coming back to the NFL?
I don't know.
Could it be?
Could it be? Hey, there's a special guest at the door.
There is?
We haven't seen this guy in years.
We'll be right back. Ding dong. We'll find out who's at the door. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
If you don't say you love the Dodgers, you might not get into heaven.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
On behalf of myself,
focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajon, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car. Whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
What initiation?
Well, for starters, you have to purify yourself in the waters of Lake Minnetonka.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Welcome back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Jeff getting paid over there in the corner, right?
Hey, I'm learning how to do this. We're official employees.
I'm a big kid now.
Hey, I'm not a computer savvy guy. But Rebecca?
Yeah, Rebecca.
Oh, yeah, she's lovely.
She's a sports fan.
Natalie who?
Natalie. Oh, copy girl Natalie.
Hey, maybe Rebecca
will copies.
Can somebody go get Rebecca and let her know I'm having problems with my computer?
I haven't figured this out yet.
Oh, my gosh. Wow. Well, I know
copy girl Natalie just disappeared, man.
Yeah, but Rebecca showed up. We got a new favorite.
You have a
new favorite.
LeBron James. Ask her if she likes LeBron.
I'm telling you, she can like anybody she likes.
LeBron James.
Hey, are we going to talk some CBU baseball?
Yeah, we are. So here's the deal. So we talked CBU baseball yesterday. We had the skipper, Gary Adcock, on the show and three of his star players. And all local guys as well. Remember Luke Navigado, a Feliz Navigado to everyone out there.
I bet his car's in really good shape.
Yeah, his car never breaks down because
Never.
he takes it to spoiled, quick quality oil change. I know that.
Yeah, for sure.
We had Luke Navigado, the pride of Riverside Poly. We had Justin Montgomery at Anorco High School.
Oh, yeah, he's a stud.
He is. And we had old Modi Motes, Ryan Moda, out of RCC and also Kaiser High School in Fontana. So a lot of IE guys going to play for Gary Adcock out there at CBU. So we talked to them yesterday because they are preseason number 6 in the entire country.
That means
that's how good they are.
That means they're 6th in the world. We've discussed this because no one else plays baseball better than the United States of America.
And as far as I know, we're the only ones that play in the Galaxy. So you could say number 6 in the Galaxy.
Number 6 in the Galaxy. CBU is 6 and moving up with a bang.
And moving up.
Moving up.
So we talked about that yesterday. Well, of course, after we did the interviews with them, the Pac-West Conference came out and had all their preseason picks. So who was the preseason pick to win the Pac-West Conference, Jeff? Who would you guess?
Notre Dame. Notre Dame.
Don't you dare say
Notre Dame. No! I'm going to have to guess California Baptist University and Gary Adcock himself.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's the Lancers. They are the preseason pick to win the Pac-West Conference. Their final season in the Pac-West, and they are the preseason pick to win. Again, it's a nice accolade. You know, there's just a lot of respect from your peers when you get these preseason picks, but it really doesn't mean anything unless you go out there and perform.
No.
So they're the preseason pick to win the Pac-West Conference. And meanwhile, Dylan Stoll, he is the preseason pitcher of the year. So the CBU starter is the preseason pitcher of the year in the Pac-West. And then also the all-first team preseason Pac-West. Again, this is just based on who's coming back and what did you do last year. It's Feliz Navigado, Luke Navigado, Ryan Williams, who's a Redlands East Valley guy, and Bryce Macy, a catcher from Paloma Valley. IE guys all the way around, Jeff.
All over. And, I'm looking at their schedule. Man, what a fun schedule they have. It's a who's who of baseball.
Is it? Who's on the schedule, Jeff?
I can tell you right now. I'm pulling it up right now. Well, you have the Pac-West, which is dominant, but you have, there's a lot of games on here.
Well, I know they open with Dominguez Hills.
And then they have,
Colorado.
And then you have Colorado Christian.
And then
Colorado Mesa. And then you start Pac-West.
Colorado Mesa is actually a Division II power.
I know. And then they start the Pac-West with Holy Names, Hawaii Pacific. Hilo.
Holy Names?
Holy Names? Are you kidding me?
That's intern Cameron's team.
Is that where he is? Does he play for them?
Yeah, he plays for them.
But last year he got bonked in the head with a baseball.
No, it wasn't his foot or his leg.
No, it was his head. Wait. Yeah, he bonked his head.
Did
he was
he?
trying to catch a fly ball and it hit him right in his noggin. He was on concussion protocol.
Holy names.
Holy names. He was getting concussion protocol for like a month and a half.
Intern Cameron's better than that. He would not get bopped in the head.
Trust me.
He's too good.
No, he got bopped in the head. He doesn't even know who he is anymore. He's playing for
Is that
somebody.
why we haven't seen him in a while?
No, yeah, he's just roaming the streets because he got bonked in the head with a baseball. But yeah, they've got a tough one. But I was going to say, will they start playing some Division I programs? Will they start playing some Division I programs here next year? So they can't play any Division I?
No, in fact, you heard Gary Adcock in the interview yesterday that their schedule's going to have UC Santa Barbara, the Washington Huskies. I mean, it's going to look a lot different. I know you love Colorado Mesa and what was it, Colorado Christian and
Holy Names!
But they're going to have some great D1 programs, which is kind of exciting. You know what I mean? Like, nothing against Colorado Mesa, but when you have the Washington Huskies coming to town or a team of that caliber, a Pac-12 school, it's different.
Would you rather play the Mimes of Academy of Art or Washington Huskies? Because, the Academy of Art, what their mascot's a mime.
It is.
He's always in a box, and he's just an angry, angry mime. He never gets out of the box. I'd never even heard of Academy of Art.
It's a real thing.
Isn't it underneath the bridge in no, I'm not trying to be silly here. No, isn't it? Academy of the Art is in San Francisco, isn't it?
Yes.
It's right underneath the bridge, the Golden Gate Bridge.
It is?
Dude, I know my stuff.
If I Google that right now, is that going to be legit?
It'll be under the bridge like with the trolls. Because trolls
how
are
do
under
you
the bridge.
know that?
Because I drove by it one time and I'm like, holy smokes. I said, holy names, it's Academy of Art.
Names.
No joke, I think I'm correct. And if I'm correct, you're going to owe me dinner and another sandwich. You owe me one more sandwich. It's in San Francisco and it's at the very bottom of the bridge.
This is what I'm going to Google search. Academy of Art under a bridge. That's what I'm going to Google right now and see what comes up.
You're going to be shocked when you're correct. When I'm correct. Am I right? Am I right?
I don't know. I'm gonna have to click on one of these, I think. Let's see. I'll go to images and see if Jeff's right.
It's right at the bottom of the bridge. Anybody that's listening, you need to call in and let me know if I'm correct.
I don't think that's right. I'm like seeing pictures that looks like Venice, Italy. This is definitely not San Francisco.
It is. It's the very bottom of the either the Golden Gate Bridge. Not the Golden Gate. It's the Bay Bridge.
Here, let me do location of the Academy of Art.
The Trolls are
Have
right
you
next
been
to them.
there?
I've been everywhere. What are you talking about? I've been out of this country before. I have.
What kind of baseball players do you think they get at Academy of Art?
Painters. Painters and a lot of lefties. Because, if you're left-handed.
Well, they say pitchers can paint the outside of the plate.
Yeah, but see, most artists are left-handed. If you notice that, they're always smart guys. Like Greg here, he's left-handed.
Is he? Are you lefty?
Yeah.
Okay.
He can't throw, though. He can only throw off a mound that's about 50 feet away.
I was a first baseman, so yeah.
Yeah, lefties are first baseman.
They are. But I'm telling you, man, I'm correct.
Jeff, I have nothing substantial to back up that claim.
Just trust me on this one. Just trust me. Just like you thought that Lithuania had no ocean.
Wait. Hold on. As Greg is my witness right here, I see an Academy of Art sign here on this busy downtown street in San Francisco. There's no bridge. There's no bridge around. There's no bridge.
I'm telling you.
No.
Yes, there is.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
I don't see a bridge even remotely.
I'm telling you, just trust me. It's within it's an earshot of the bridge.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
Wait, here's another view. Is there any bridge right there?
Just
Greg?
say yes. There is. There's a very small babbling brook. Yeah, there's the bridge right there.
There's a babbling.
The babbling
There's
brook.
a babbling brook.
Yeah, there's a bridge on campus. It's just little, and there's little trolls that live and eat children. So yes. Okay. Yeah, Cal Baptist.
Tangled lies over here.
Yeah, I'm telling you, that's what I thought it was. I wasn't trying to be a jerk.
So all the usual suspects in the Pac West Conference, again, including Academy Art and Holy Names.
Holy Names! Have you looked at the roster of Cal Baptist?
I have.
It is peppered with local guys.
Yeah, lots of local guys.
Paloma Valley guys.
Yeah, Bryce Macy.
You have
a couple of Redlands East Valley guys.
You got Garrett Dabney. I wonder if that's the son of Ty Dabney. Went to Riverside Poly. I bet I'm right. I know these things.
Don't bet me a sandwich.
No.
You always bet me, and I never say yes. You just bet me.
There's a lot of Riverside guys here.
Of course, it's Gary Adcock, man.
I love Gary
He draws
Adcock.
the big names.
He's a great guy. And they have transfers. Got a transfer from University of Arizona, Morgan Ehrman. And they have Jacob McCarville out of Canyon Springs High School. Seth Caneen. He's
Corona High School.
Corona High School guy.
Yeah, he's a stud.
And then Justin Montgomery.
Norco High School. Remember, he was part of Baseball America's Top 100 Prospects.
That's right.
Big pitcher.
And another
like a big, imposing
And a
pitcher.
transfer from Pepperdine, Grant King. So, yeah, they got some studs.
They got some guys, and that's why they're the preseason pick to win the Pac West Conference, and already number 6 in the country. So there's high expectations. The bar is certainly high for the Lancers going into their final season as a full Division II member.
Yeah, Gary Adcock does a great job. He's had his roots here for forever. He coached. He was a UCLA baseball player. Played with the skipper of the Dodgers,
Dave Roberts.
He played with Dave Roberts,
UCLA teammate,
and then helped out over at UC Riverside, I believe.
And then
there's a lot of ties there to maybe Troy Percival. At UC Riverside's playing their alumni game tomorrow afternoon at noon.
Yeah.
Gazal Hassan's going to be calling the call. I'm going to bring my family down there. We're going to go check it out.
Gazal's doing the game?
He's doing the game.
I've never heard of an alumni game broadcasted.
I'm doing it on GoHighlanders.com.
Are they really?
He called in
Good
yesterday.
for him.
He's going to be there from 12 o'clock on. I'm going to bring the family.
And today's the big golf tournament.
The big golf tournament?
Yeah, for the alumni game.
So all the alumni come out and play?
They're out there golfing today and baseball tomorrow.
Is this a fundraiser? Or just hanging out?
Por supuesto, sí.
I don't know what you're saying.
Yeah.
I don't ever know what you're saying.
But Gazal's calling the game.
Yes, he's calling the game.
Did we go last year? Was it last year or the year before? That Joe Kelly was out there, Matt Andrews, some of these major league guys.
Somebody was wearing like a flag pants.
That was Joe Kelly.
Yeah.
Boston Red Sox, Joe Kelly.
And he was playing like right field and stuff, wasn't he? In first base. He was all over the place.
They don't take it too serious. They have a lot of fun out there. They run around. So, yeah, I didn't know Gazal was going to call it. That's pretty cool.
Yes, he is.
Good for him. All right, we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. If Jerry Rice can play in the NFL at 55, I think Jeff Gorham can still make it to the NBA.
I can shoot one jump shot a day. That's it.
I think there's a chance.
No, there's no chance.
We will talk to Jeff if he's going to revitalize his basketball career because Jerry Rice might be doing the same.
I have an announcement.
You do? Can you hold it till the other side?
I'll tell you after the break.
All right. I can't wait. Does that sound sarcastic? I can't wait. This is going to be really good.
It's going to be really good, I'm telling you.
We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Take it away, Uncle Tommy.
If you don't say you love the Dodgers, you might not get into heaven.
Yeah, thank God it's Friday.
We
back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Corum.
And welcome back to the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. We're proudly brought to you by Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change, Ken Sporting Goods, Boost Performance Training, and Catalano Motors in Corona. Now, Jeff, when I was growing up, when I was a kid up there in Northern California, dreaming of playing professional sports one day.
Yeah, that was a hefty dream.
Hey, hold on. My parents told me I was pretty good.
Yeah, parents always say that because they want to keep you out of the house.
But there was a couple guys, I had their posters on my wall, and we might have talked about this. I don't know if we talked about it on the air, but we've talked about it like in the car and stuff. The posters I had on my wall, Darryl Strawberry.
Okay.
Said Strawsome. Still remember it. I had Doc Gooden.
Hey, those are two winners in my book.
I had Joe Montana.
Whoa, he was pretty good.
I had Michael Jordan, the door poster.
Okay,
like life-size door poster. And I had Jerry Rice. Jerry Rice was my guy. Do you remember they had the figures called starting lineups?
I do remember the starting lineups.
Do you remember those guys?
Yes, I do.
I used to love those. I used to buy them and, like, you know, I'd have, like, shelves in my room and I'd line them all up, like my football and my baseball players.
Yeah?
Never really liked the basketball guys, no offense. It was always the football guys and the baseball players.
Whatever.
Yeah, so I used to love them. And I always had the Jerry Rice poster, and I had the Jerry Rice starting lineup. I even had, like, a Jerry Rice. Remember those, you could order them in, like, the JCPenney catalog back in the day? They were, like, the mesh football jerseys, and they showed, like, your midriff. Like, they don't even go all the way down to your belly button. You know what I'm talking about?
You know what it sounds like? It sounds like you're hanging out in some weird bars, but okay.
No, man.
Are you wearing chaps, too, when you're wearing this?
No. No, it was my Jerry Rice jersey, man. I picked it out in, like, the JCPenney catalog. That's what my parents got me.
So your belly button was showing?
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
like,
I know
it was
exactly
like the whole 80s thing. It was like you show your midriff, like the jersey went to about your belly button, but it was like that mesh material, like there was like holes in it. You know what I'm talking about, Greg? He's looking it up right now.
Yeah, my parents would never let me order that.
Why?
Because it would have showed my midriff. I can't show my midriff. I had a six-pack.
That's crazy. He's looking it up right now. See, though, he's looking at some Jerry Rice jerseys right now. See, those are real jerseys. This was like a kid's fake jersey.
You wore like the creepy ones. I'm gonna get you one you can wear now. I want to see that belly hanging out.
It wasn't like an authentic jersey. It's not like this is the one Jerry Rice wears on the field.
Yeah,
it was like a fake one.
Like a muffin top.
You know, it's the kind that came with like the plastic helmet, like the whole, you know, like little plastic helmet.
Okay, so how old were you when you?
That's too long.
How old were you when you wore this?
8, 9.
Okay, that's all right.
Something like that.
If you were in high school wearing that, I would have said that's kind of creepy. Kind of weird.
That was a long time ago. I'm gonna Google it while you're talking in a second. But that was my guy.
Jerry
San Francisco
Rice.
49ers.
Okay, I like Jerry Rice. Now, did you like him when he became a Raider?
No.
You didn't?
No, not like when he became a Raider. Joe Montana became a Chief. You just can't do that.
Now, are you?
I'm with the team. I'm not with the player. I'm with the team. I'm going down with the ship. I was with the 49ers.
Are you a Steve Young guy?
Yes.
How do you not like Steve Young better than Joe Montana?
I don't know. Joe Montana, like Tom Brady, some of these other guys who deserve a cartoon, like Pro Stars, they seem larger than life. Joe Montana always seemed larger than life to me. It's like, dude, that's Joe Montana. That's like Babe Ruth. That's like Paul Bunyan, like a tall tale. You know what I mean? Like folklore. It's Joe Montana.
Didn't Joe Montana's kids go to Oaks Christian?
They did.
Did you ever cover them?
You know what? Yeah. You know what? Actually, so Oaks Christian played Bakersfield Christian.
Oh, that's a barn burner.
Well, hold on. Derek Carr, Raiders quarterback, was the quarterback for Bakersfield Christian, and David Carr was still in the league. I think he might have been a backup with the Giants at that point.
Okay,
but he was still in the NFL. And then for Oaks Christian, the quarterback was, I think it was Nick Montana or Nate, can't remember. I think it was Nick Montana. He was the quarterback.
Okay.
Then the receivers, Will Smith's son, and the other receiver was Wayne Gretzky's son.
Wayne Gretzky's daughter.
Yeah, she's hot.
Have you seen that girl?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
But back to the game, Jeff.
Okay, I'm sorry.
She didn't play wide receiver. Wait a second. We bring up women, and Jeff's like, huh? What?
Hey, wait. She didn't play wide receiver for Oaks Christian?
She was not in a football uniform.
All right, never mind then.
But it was crazy. Like Will Smith. Yeah, that's it, Greg. That's it. But it was Jerry Rice. He found the old mesh. Like, that's even a little too long because you'd show your midriff.
Yeah, that's just silly. I'm going to get you one. You can wear it now.
But, like, Will Smith came in on a helicopter.
Stop it.
Like, E.T., like, you know, the entertainment shows, like Extra, Access Hollywood. Like, everyone was there because it was, like, the Carr family. That was it. That was me. The Carr family against the Montanas, and Will Smith was in the crowd, and there was Wayne Gretzky. Like, it was this huge event in Bakersfield.
Part of your cartoon was there.
It was.
The Stars.
Wayne Gretzky.
Okay, now, what happened to Wayne, or not Wayne, Joe Montana's kids? Where did they end up going? Did they go to Notre Dame?
No, I think they bounced around some junior college. I think one of them was supposed to go to, like, the Washington Huskies, but I think they bounced around some JCs. I don't think they ever actually panned out, but one was supposed to go to Notre Dame.
Notre Dame?
That's it.
Notre Dame?
There it is.
$10.
Are they $10?
Notre Dame?
The midriff,
Demure.
man.
Did he play at Notre Dame Demure?
No, the Notre Dame. Not Notre Dame High School in Riverside.
No. I'm saying Joe Montana's kids, they couldn't pan out, so they ended up playing football at Notre Dame Demure in the Pac West.
So Jerry Rice was my guy.
Okay, so Jerry Rice, you said, is going to make a comeback.
Jerry Rice was my guy. He last played, I don't know when he last played. He's 55 years old. It's been a while.
But you're saying there's a chance he still might play?
Well,
John Gruden.
He and John Gruden are very tight. New Oakland Raiders head coach, right? Back again, second stint.
I guess so.
So he was talking with John Gruden, and here, I'm going to read this quote to you because it sounds like it starts out as an innocent conversation about Jerry Rice, one of the greatest receivers of all time, probably the greatest, at least in my book, and I think most people would say he is, right?
He's okay.
He's joking around about, man, I think I can still play. And John Gruden's like, don't tell me that, because if you think you can still play, I'm going to sign you.
Okay.
This is all true. This is from several national outlets. This one's from the LA Times, but there's several national outlets reporting this. Here's what Jerry Rice had to say, and I'll read the whole quote because I don't want it to be taken out of context here. So this is Jerry Rice. Quote, I was joking around with new Raiders head coach John Gruden about this because I told him, John, I said, look, I still have about 80 catches in me. And he was like, don't joke with me because we will seriously sign you. Back to the team. But yeah, you know what? I played football. I played it for over 20 years. It's a whole different game now. It's more of a passer game, and it's the ideal situation for a wide receiver. So he did not knock down that claim that he would not come back, right? I mean, he's retired. He's a Hall of Famer.
Oh,
he could have said, nah, you know what? Sounds fun, but man, I'm 55 years old. That train has left the station a long time ago. I think he's entertaining this.
Come on. It's like one of those deals. I don't know if you remember this when we were kids. Do you remember when they said Wilt Chamberlain was going to come back every year and he was like in his 50s and he said I could play in the NBA? I don't think a 55-year-old man. Is he 55?
He's 55. So here's the deal.
He's a senior. He gets a discount at Denny's, for God's sakes. He's not playing in the NFL.
He played for the Raiders until 2004, and he was 42 years old.
The XFL.
When he was 40 years old, he had a 1,200-yard receiving season for the Raiders.
He's going to play for the XFL Columbus Dirt Clods. Starting at receiver for the Columbus Dirt Clods out of the XFL, 55-year-old Jerry Rice. Starting at quarterback for your Dirt Clods.
The Dirt Clods.
Joe Montana wearing Skechers.
Oh, he does do sketch. I lost a little bit of respect for Joe Montana.
You should have lost a lot of respect.
Commercial.
I saw another commercial. He's throwing a vase against a wall. Have you seen that one?
What was that one?
That's just stupid. Whatever it was. I just said I turned it off.
Yeah, was it Doritos? No, it wasn't Doritos. I forget which one it was.
And playing running back he's 74 years old, John Riggins. Is John Riggins still alive?
I don't know.
Well, if he probably couldn't play. If he's dead, he probably couldn't play.
Hey,
for the Dirt Clods, though, he might be able to play.
For the Dirt Clods.
A dead guy could play for the Dirt Clods.
Do you want more from Rice?
Yes, more. There's more? And then?
Here's what he had to go. He went on to say this. I would be on the football field in a heartbeat. I wouldn't even give it a second thought because, I played it for over 20 years, and I still think I played it the right way because I was like a little kid on the football field. And to be able to impact, so many lives and touch so many people, I think it made everything worthwhile.
That's just stupid.
I don't know. Could you imagine? Just for the spectacle of it, the novelty of having a 55-year-old man playing the NFL, I would totally be in.
He is now playing for your Nashville.
The Dirt Clods.
The Nashville. I was going to say something really bad. I can't say that one.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it. I know you're tempted. But no, maybe the XFL could be a potential landing spot. I don't know.
Just stop. Just stop.
Emmitt Smith
playing for the Las Vegas Gamblers, the Outlaws. O.J. Simpson. Oh no.
Oj back.
Oh no, he has a criminal record, so he can't play.
Oh, he can't play. That's right.
He cannot.
That was
but
not
Tim
a good example.
Tim Tebow could play.
Yeah, he could.
But no Johnny Football. Johnny Football is banned from the league.
Because he's got a record.
He has a record.
So the season's going to start right when the NFL ends, right?
It is going to start in 2020. There's going to be 8 teams.
I know, but it's going to start like January, right? January to something.
Late January. They're going to play 10 weeks, consecutive weeks. It is completely funded by Vince McMahon. He is going to own every team, and it's not going to be silly. It's going to be 2-hour games.
It's going to be real.
It's going to be real football.
Real football.
You guys think it's – I'm telling you right now.
No, I'm kind of down. I didn't like the original version.
You didn't.
It was too hokey for me.
Yeah, they're not going to have cheerleaders. They're not going to do all that stuff like they did the first round. They're not going to have cheerleaders in hot tubs.
Remember they started the football games like water polo matches?
Yeah, they would run. They would run and get the football.
You'd sprint to the middle of the field and try to get to the ball first,
That's
like water polo.
That's a neck injury waiting to happen. But do you remember, I think Los Angeles had a team, and the cheerleaders would all start off in a hot tub. Do you remember that?
No.
Yes.
Was that on TV?
Greg knows. Yeah, they would all start off in a hot tub, and then they would get dressed. That was how the beginning of the show would start off. They'd be sitting around, like, getting ready for the game, and then they get – I remember all these things. And the cheerleaders were...
Well, didn't Vince McMahon come out and say during that press conference that some of the things actually worked in the XFL, and they're going to bring them back? Like, they actually worked, and some things were a train wreck, and they're going to leave in the past.
Yeah, they're going to get rid of all those silly rules.
Yeah.
They're not going to throw over the middle. Remember, they used to always throw over the middle, and guys would just break their necks. You don't want it to be extreme. I think that's what it was for, right? Before it was extreme football league. But you can't really do that because you can't hit harder. That's just going to make things worse. It's going to, the concussions and so forth.
Oh yeah, guys aren't going to want to play that.
I think what they're trying to do is they're going to lure some of those guys out of the Canadian Football League.
Maybe NFL practice squad guys.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to give guys a chance. But he did say he doesn't want it to be a stepping board for the NFL. He wants it to be separate.
And a lot of people are disgruntled at the NFL. This could be an option. I mean, it could get big TV ratings.
Hey,
I'm down for more football.
13% of the U.S. population turned off football this year.
You know what I mean?
9% last year.
Did I see something, and maybe we could Google this and check, did I see there was going to be a rule that you have to stand for the anthem?
Yes.
Well,
they said there's going to be no political affiliations with the game of football. He wants it to just be football. No one's going to be able to air their grievances. It's not going to be a game of Festivus. It's going to be just football.
And people are into that.
They will. They
want another option.
You figure 60% of the U.S. wants just to watch football. 20% on the left side, 20% on the right. They want to hit that 60% in the middle.
I don't want no storylines.
It's football,
play football. And I agree. I think if you hit that 60% of the population, people want to see football, and they just want to watch it within the confines of their home. 2 hours, that's not bad. And I don't want to watch it. I don't want to see political stuff. I want to see guys play football.
I don't want gimmicks. I don't want politics. I don't want any of that. I just want football.
And people.
And I think that's what we're going to get, it sounds like.
Well, I think that's why people want to watch sports. I think sports was the last bastion where everybody would go to get away from this political views.
Yeah.
And I'm not a political guy, but I want to watch. I go to the movies for one reason. To get away from my kids and my wife. But, sports has always been it's an escape for people to get away from thinking about social injustice.
Yeah.
So, and I agree. I don't think you should be able to. That should not affect or intertwine within the fabric of sports. I think sports is sports.
Yeah, and that's all I want. Like, I don't look to, let's say, Jared Goff as my moral compass. Like, Jared Goff was outspoken about this or that. I don't really care what Jared Goff thinks. I don't care what Kobe thinks. I don't care about his opinion on this matter or that matter. I just want to see him throw the football, dunk the basketball. Like, they are not my moral compass. I just want to see them play.
Michael Jordan didn't put no political.
He did all right for himself.
Yeah,
he's got a great brand.
I'm not, and I'm not a Kaepernick hater or any of those things. I just think that there's a spot for that outside of football. And I think there's a spot for that outside of basketball and so forth. You can be an activist, just don't do it while you're, where you're being paid by someone else. Let's watch football or basketball, whatever. That's it.
Yeah,
that's my political stance.
And if you get your politics or one of these pro athletes as your moral compass, might want to rethink that.
Yes,
these guys aren't perfect. If you're looking for perfection, you're not going to find it with a professional athlete. We're all imperfect.
Everybody.
And I mean, I've never looked to pro athlete. I mean, I looked at my parents. I've looked to, the people around me, my pastors. Like, I don't look to a professional athlete and be like, oh, well, if they say this on this subject, they must be right because he can shoot a three-pointer and makes $50 million.
Yeah, you look around your community, you look at your local coaches, look at the guys.
Yeah, coaches are great.
Yeah.
Local high school coaches?
Local high school coaches. Youth coaches, people are out there to help.
Most of them will not steer you wrong.
Yeah, and teachers.
Yeah, exactly.
I work with 90 plus teachers on a daily basis, and all of those people are my role models because they're there for the kids. They're not there to collect a paycheck. They're there because they like kids. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's why they do it, because they want to help people.
Think about this, Jeff. You're somebody's role model. You're somebody's mentor. Think about it.
All right, I take that back. I'm sorry.
Someone's looking up to you right now saying, man, I want to be the next Jeff Gorham.
As long as I can be a role model for my wife and my children and my friends, that's all that matters to me. As long as I live my life as a good dude, a solid dude.
You are a solid dude.
Hey, thanks there, Pep.
When we come back here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, we'll talk a little NFL as Damontae Kazee of the Atlanta Falcons is scheduled to join us. Also later in the show, Jeff has a hunch that the Lakers will make the playoffs before the Clippers.
It's not a hunch, my friend.
You know?
It's not a hunch.
You already know.
The Lakers are going to make it. Hey, they are the 11th team right now in the West. All you got to do is jump a few more guys.
So you're saying there's a chance.
Yes, there is, baby.
We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Welcome back to the one and only. It's the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM. Jeffy, feeling good over there? You got a big cup of water. You usually have coffee.
I drank that coffee so fast before I came in here. I was fired up, baby. Yeah, I'm fired. This is Friday. It's free-form, fun Friday.
You got big plans this weekend?
Yes. UC Riverside basketball, my friend. 5 p.m. at the SRC Arena versus UC Santa Barbara. And the Highlanders are going to get that first victory. I feel it in my bones.
You can feel it, huh?
I can feel it in my bones, my friend.
So, and next Wednesday, they're going on the road to Cal Poly, San Luis Obispo.
Yes.
So that'll be another tough one. That's a tough little gym. Was it Mott Gym? What do they call it? Mott?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. You ever play up there? Did anyone fight you in there?
No, I never been there. But you and I, after that, you go to?
Hawaii.
I'm going to get you a shirt. I have a shirt at my house. It's a XXX, though. I'm going to make you wear it. I have some puka shells. And I'm gonna
do?
Do you like puka shells?
I used to wear puka shells.
I could picture
I did,
you.
yeah.
I did, yeah. Were they real tight, like a choker?
More tight than loose, yeah.
Did you wear them with your Joe Montana jersey and your midriff showing?
My midriff out. And my Huarache sandals.
Hey, did you ever put sun in your hair?
You know what? There's a picture out there.
With you blonde hair?
No, here's the deal. So my buddies and I in college, we went down to another friend's house who lived in Santa Cruz. Okay. And we were down there, and we were going to spend a couple days hanging out with him. We did a little surfing, hanging out at the beach. And we had the bright idea that we were all going to bleach our hair and make it blonde.
Yeah?
Well, I got real black hair, and it turned out orange.
I would love to see that picture.
Yeah, there's a picture out there showing that. But right now, let's go to the Spoiled Quick Quality Oil Change Celebrity Hotline. He's a friend of the show, and we're so happy that he could join us here, coming off a fantastic rookie season with the Atlanta Falcons. It is the great Damontae Kazee. Monte, how are you today?
I'm doing good. Just chilling with my family right now. How's it going?
Oh, man, we're doing great. You're coming off your rookie season. How do you get a little downtime? Do you try to chill out for a little bit and relax with your family?
Yeah, trying to relax, see everybody before, I go back and start training again.
How anxious are you to get back on the field? Because Atlanta had a great team. You were a big part of that. How anxious are you to get into your second season in the NFL?
I'm very anxious. I'm ready to get to the next level, hopefully get to the Super Bowl this year. We've been working hard. We're going to work hard even more this year.
We got Damontae Kazee here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE, 1350 AM, Atlanta Falcons safety, also the pride of Cajon High School, also San Diego State Aztec. And Monte, looking back at your first year in the NFL, what was maybe the biggest adjustment, something that you learned on the fly in your first season? Because obviously going up against some great players in the NFL, what's something that you had to adapt to and improve?
Well, I had two things to adapt to. The first one was the time difference.
Yeah.
So it was different time, and, I had to get my rest out there, but it was hard for me to go to sleep because then you have my mom call me, but it'd be like 12 at night out there, but 9 out here.
Mom, I got to sleep. I got a game tomorrow.
Yeah, the other one was, getting in that playbook, different adjustments, taking notes and everything. So I got the hang of it.
Here you thought you were out of Cajon High School and out of San Diego State, and you're still doing homework, right?
Yep.
It never stops.
Yeah, going from Cajon to opening the season at Soldier Field, what was the emotion going through your mind when you walk out on that field?
What field?
When you went on to Soldier Field, the first game against Chicago this year, what was your feeling? Thinking about all your times back at Cajon, and you're playing in the NFL, you walk into that first stadium. Was it one of emotion? Were you fired up? What was going through your head at that time?
I just honestly, when I first ran up to the field to go do the pregame warm up, and I just looked around, it was just like millions of people there, so many people there. So it was just like, wow, I'm here. Like, it ain't no turning back.
Now, you had a great college career at San Diego State, played with some great players. What do you think of Pumphrey? Do you think he has a shot of being a really good player in the NFL?
Definitely. That's my boy right there. He just called me today.
He did?
He just called me today. Actually, do I want a Super Bowl ticket, but I'm not going out there to watch that game.
No.
Little bittersweet,
I'm not watching
right?
the game unless I'm there in the game.
Yeah, no one wants to go to Minnesota right now just to watch a game.
Well, Monte, you guys opened the playoffs with a very convincing victory against the Rams here in Los Angeles. What was it like coming back to Southern California and getting that playoff win, the first under your belt? Did you have family and friends there?
Yeah, so, I bought 37 tickets. So it came up to like $3,000 something.
Holy smokes. All right, money bags.
Yeah, and we was only down the street, so it was great to be back out here, play out here in front of my family, everybody this time.
We're talking with Damontae Kazee out of Cajon High School, defensive back for the Atlanta Falcons. And Monte, I was going through the stats. You had 5 forced fumbles, is that correct?
No, it's 3. I had 3 of them.
You had 3. So what was it about when you get to the receiver, or maybe if it's on special teams, what was it about you and trying to pry that ball loose? Is that something that comes instinctively, that you just have a nose for the ball and just get in there and that's your first instinct is to rip that thing loose?
I would say our coach, Rome, he teaches us, the turnover. The ball means everything. That's what we call it. We call it everything. We don't call it a football. So the more turnovers you get, it's all about, the turnover ratios, who comes out on top majority of the time. So we pride ourselves on punching the balls out at practice and, helping our running back, everybody who got the ball. But we also, do our job to try to poke it out to help us do it in the game.
Yeah, I remember that one from it was the playoff game against the Rams, wasn't it, on special teams on one of the kickoffs?
Yeah, he didn't see me coming, so, I had the chance to punch it out. My coach been telling me all, the whole month, like, KZ, you always in spots to make the fumble, so just do it. And I finally did it. But at the time, like, let me just get the guy down first,
Mm-hmm.
But this time he didn't see me from behind, so I just knew I could knock it out this time.
Talking with Damontae Kazee here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Monte, I know obviously you're really busy during the season and it's your rookie year, so you're really focused in and trying to make a good impression with the Atlanta Falcons. But were you keeping an eye on the Cajon High School football team and what they were able to do this season in the championship and going to the state finals?
Most definitely. I have to, text my old coach, Coach Rogers, up there. Tell them, tell the players, enjoy this game, the CIF game, because some of them might be the last game for them because, not everybody gets to go to the next level. So play your hearts out. That's what I told them.
Did you have
I'm very proud of that.
Did you have a chance to talk to them?
Around. I can't. No, because I missed the game. Like, we had a Thursday game, and they was playing that Friday, but I was gonna be late. I was gonna make it out here in California at 9 at night when the game was gonna be over.
Oh man, so close, so close.
Now, are you a video game guy? Do you like to play Madden or any of those things?
Oh yeah, I play a lot of fans, a lot of Atlanta Falcons fans. I put my PS pin up there on Twitter. I get a lot of friend requests, follow requests. I try to play everybody.
Well,
but the first time I played against somebody though, one of the fans, he blew me out.
Well, I was thinking, since you play the Madden, you could almost play a character, Jaden Daniels, the great quarterback at Cajon. Did you see the numbers that guy put up this year? Those were better than any Madden quarterback in the history of the game.
Yeah, and the crazy part is he came over to my house on draft day.
He did?
But so I always knew he was, the Cajon quarterback. I always knew he was great. Like, very good, talented kid. He started getting all these offers now. So all he needs to do is just, I'm pretty sure he's smart in school. He's not even going to mess up at school. So he just got to stay healthy, get ready for the next level. But don't stop what he's doing because he's a senior this year.
Yeah, you might have to go to his draft party.
Yeah.
In a few years, you're going to have to repay the favor and show up at his house during the draft.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Damontae, of all the receivers that you saw coming across the middle or a guy that you were matched up on, who was the toughest cover this year for you?
The toughest, I played free safety, so the only time that I did go down and cover somebody, that was versus the Vikings. And I had to come cover a wide receiver, but he kind of like a 5-yard out, like an out route. So I don't really see wide receivers one-on-one unless I'm in practice and we do one-on-one. So
do you go up against Julio Jones in practice?
No, because I don't play corner. So the safety's going to have to stick on some tight ends. But no, this year they had me sticking on some of the wide receivers when we did one-on-ones, but it was like all the rookies.
Who was the guy that you put a tackle on or a hit on, and you're like, okay, that one felt good. I know I got him. Who was that receiver?
Wait, say what again?
Like, if there's a receiver and, they already catch the ball and you're tracking him down and you put a pretty good tackle, a pretty good hit on him. Was there a receiver out there this season, a specific game where you had a really good solid tackle?
I would say, let me see, because I had a couple of tackles, but I really don't remember. I don't really take stats. I just, do my job. So I do my job so my brother could do his. I go through what I need to do so I can help my team win. So I don't really know, what team I had a good tackle on because I don't care too much about stats.
Well, Damontae, you said you're not going to watch the Super Bowl at all?
No, I'm going to watch the Super Bowl. I'm just not going all the way to Minnesota to watch it. My team's not in it.
Hey, I have a quick question for you. It's your first year. You sign your first contract. What's the first thing? Everybody wants to know these kind of things. What's the first thing you do with that first paycheck? What did you go out and buy anything really cool?
Yeah.
What'd you buy?
I didn't buy nothing. I rented a house, a cheap house. And I bought a normal car, a Charger. I didn't go overboard, I got to, they been scaring me before I got there. Save your money. You don't want to go broke. So
that's very wise, though.
Yeah. So I've just been chilling. I ain't got time to spend money anyways when I was in season.
Now, I just want to know one more thing: is that refrigerator filled with food? Because I'm a big food guy. That refrigerator better be filled with food all the time.
Well, it's crazy because it's not because I don't know how to cook.
Come on. What do you eat? Are you a fast food guy?
No, yeah.
You
I
are?
go out to eat.
Okay.
Yeah.
It is the great.
I think I ate Zaxby's every day when I was in Atlanta.
Did you really?
and majority of the time, I don't be hungry because I leave the facility. I go into the facility around 7 in the morning and leave at like 7 at night. So we eat up there. So sometimes I don't be hungry, but if I do get hungry before I go home, I go to Zaxby's to get some food.
Because they feed you well right at the facility. The Falcons feed you well.
Yeah, definitely.
I got to play in the NFL, man. I'm telling you, I'm an offensive lineman. Food is my favorite thing in the world. I'm 6'8", almost 300 pounds. I'm telling you.
You're a left tackle.
I'm a left tackle.
Well, Monte, we really appreciate the time. Congratulations on a fantastic rookie season with the Atlanta Falcons, and we're very excited to see year 2 for you in the NFL. So congratulations. Congrats on that big playoff win against the Rams. I know a lot of people around here were bummed that the Rams lost, but you guys had a great game.
Yeah, it's crazy because I went to go get a burrito today, and this dude, I had my beanie on, and he was like, "You Kazee, huh?" I'm like, "Yeah." He was like, "Why do you guys beat my Rams like that?"
Oh, that's great. Yeah, there's a lot of new Rams fans in the area now that they're back, but you guys really gave it to them inside the Coliseum. So congrats on the win. And again, Monte, we really appreciate it. Enjoy a little bit of time off, and hopefully we can catch up with you again in the spring as you get back into spring ball.
Okay, thank you for the call.
Hey, learn to cook, will you?
All right, thanks to Monte.
Sooner or later.
Right. He will. He'll learn to cook. Thank you, Monte. We appreciate it.
All right.
All right, that's Damontae Kazee, Atlanta Falcons safety. Not the biggest guy, but he's a thumper, man. He'll hit you.
He just said I was eating a burrito today. It was the best thing ever.
We're gonna have to. Greg's already. I see the wheels turning. Greg's already like, I'm gonna find that Jack Black Anchorman burrito take.
A burrito. I punted the dog.
He's like,
yeah.
So today I was getting a burrito. That's how a lot of my stories start. So I was getting a burrito.
I was wearing my beanie.
I was wearing my Falcons beanie. Well, he's a big-time star. If you see a guy running around San Bernardino and he's got a Falcons beanie on.
Did you just throw a burrito out your window?
It's probably Damontae Kazee. And he likes to play Madden. What did he say? He had his, I don't know.
He puts it on
I don't
Twitter.
play video games, but he has his PS4 or whatever it is on Twitter.
Yeah, you can challenge him by going on his Twitter account and find him, yeah.
He'll play you.
He'll play you.
Yeah.
I have Madden at home. I'm going to go home and I'm going to play him. I'm going to beat him.
Go find him on Twitter.
I'm going to beat him. I'm going to beat him like a drum. I'm going to beat an NFL guy.
But he needs to learn how to cook. That was the big takeaway, I guess, from the interview.
honestly, if you made millions of dollars, what would be the first thing I would do is make sure my refrigerator is always filled with all my snacks I like. Every snack.
Really?
Yeah. I'd have every.
What is your favorite snack?
Well, my favorite snack right now, my go-to. Do you know what a picnic is? Do you know what picnics are?
I know what a picnic is.
No, do you don't know what picnics are?
I know what a picnic is.
Okay, no. They're in these tubes. It's like in the chip section right now. And they're these tiny, tiny, tiny little French fry looking things. And they're called picnics. You guys know what I'm talking about?
No.
They're little French fries. They're tiny,
Do you
tiny
eat
French
these
fries.
under the bridge at the Academy of Art?
Oh, gosh darn it. I'm going to send you a picture. I'm going to put it on Twitter tonight. Picnics. When I show you, you're gonna try them. They're in this tube, and you get them in the snack and the.
Wait, do they
chips.
look like French fries?
Yes,
with
they're
the
tiny.
potato chips.
Yes, they're unbelievable.
No, I think I've actually had them. I didn't know that's what they were called.
I put them on sandwiches. I do. I put them on everything. I'd put it on ice cream if I could, but my wife would really laugh at me. Seriously, I love picnics right now, and I also like anything chocolate. I have a candy drawer at my house. You love candy. I know you do.
I'm a candy guy.
If you came to my house and you open up a drawer in my house, it is like gold. It's glowing. I have every kind of chocolate.
It's glowing.
I have every kind of candy you can imagine in this drawer. Everything. And I keep it stocked all the time. I'm not lying. I'm serious.
Well, maybe you could share with Monte Kazee a little bit.
No, I'm not giving him anything. He's a millionaire. I make $100 a year. I'm a 100-aire.
All right, when we come back here on the Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM, Jeff has it all figured out on how the Lakers are going to make the playoffs.
Yes.
You put it into the Inland Sports supercomputer.
Beep, boop, beep, boop.
And they're going to make the postseason. This year? Is it this year or like 5 years from now?
They're going to make it every single season for the rest of my life. I feel it in my bones. Deep in my bones, my friend. Lakers all the way. They're going to surpass the Clippers. Hey, they're only 5 games out of the Clippers.
I know. We're going to talk about that.
Right, okay.
Who will make the playoffs first, the Lakers or the Clippers? Jeff says the Lakers. Hit us up on Twitter.
Lonzo Ball.
At Inland_sports. We'll be right back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports, IE 1350 AM.
How you guys doing today? Ray Bass here from Boost Training. I'm here today at the Boost Performance Center with the one and only Pep Fernandez. Today's Boost training tip is all about speed. We're talking about the weighted sled push. Come check it out. So when it comes to the weighted sled sprint, it's all about strength endurance. More specifically, building strength within the hips, the knees, and the calves. All right? So whatever sport you play, if you got to be strong and fast, sled sprints are for you. So I'm going to have Sawyer go ahead and get his hand placement right. We're going to get his hand about mid-height on that bar. He's going to back his feet out. He's going to bend his elbows and really get in the prowler here. Okay, so what I'm looking for here, when I say go, he's going to drive his knees very powerfully, and he wants to apply as much force against the ground as he can. That's what it's all about, how much force we can apply against the ground. All right, so ready, set, go. So there you have it, the weighted sled sprint. If you're not doing it, then you definitely want to add it to your regimen to get strong and fast, and we're doing right here at Boost.
We're a small family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajon, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car, whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
Outline, and his name is just so bright and so sharp that the sign, it just blows up because the name is just so powerful.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Now wait, hold on. Hold on. Here on the Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM. Jeff has some juicy news. Like, we were in the commercial break. Jeff has something to share.
Just got paid Friday night. Party's
Is that your jam?
Feelings right. Yeah,
Jeff, what's going on? Like, you wouldn't even tell me.
Unbelievable.
You wouldn't even tell me.
I can't tell you this because I just found out. Are you ready for this?
Hold on. Yeah, now I'm ready.
Lonzo Ball.
Yeah.
Announces.
Oh, no, wait, hold on. Wait, it has to do with Lonzo Ball?
Oh, yeah.
No, seriously, I don't know what's going on here.
You should have been listening during the break.
I said, Jeff, we got about 10 minutes in this segment. You're like, oh, we're going to need all of that.
Unbelievable. You really don't know. You weren't paying attention.
No, I had my earbuds in. I was trying to work over here.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, I'm ready for
Lonzo Ball announces, and this isn't a joke.
This is real?
Real.
Is this breaking news?
Breaking news.
Okay.
Announces his first rap concert. And guess where it's going to be?
No. Wait, where's it going to be?
Well, where? You want to know where?
Chino Hills?
No, take a guess.
Don't say the Inland Empire.
No.
Wait, where?
Yeah, it's your favorite place.
Disneyland?
No, the Baltic Sea. Let me give you the beautiful girls and the two.
No, he's going to do it in Lithuania?
Yeah, Lonzo Ball was to put the lit back in Lithuania, baby.
Right. That can't be right.
Yes, he is.
He's going to put the lit in
He's
Lithuania.
putting the lit back in Lithuania. He just announced he's coming to the Eastern European country to perform his very first concert.
When?
At the end in the summertime.
Is that real?
Yeah, I have a press conference here, but I can't play it because there's some foul language. Wait,
where was the press conference?
Okay, here's the deal.
Yeah, I want to know what the deal is.
Larry Ball was in Lithuania. No joke, and he was he was a presenter. Larry Ball, Lonzo Ball's dad, was a presenter at the Hip Hop Act of the Year at the MAMA Awards, MAMA Awards. They're like the Lithuanian
This
Grammys.
does not
Pep.
even sound real.
Pep, they're just like the Lithuanian Grammys.
Okay.
And when he introduced Lonzo Ball,
Wait, Lonzo Ball was there?
he was there
In Lithuania?
He was there via satellite, my friend.
Oh, okay.
Via satellite. Lonzo Ball said he gave away an award, and his dad was over there dancing
Via
around.
satellite.
Via satellite. But Dad was on stage and has a big award. No joke.
What did he get an award for?
No, he was handing out an award
right.
because he's a legend over there. Okay.
Stop.
No, it's no joke.
Stop.
Lonzo says that the plan is to fly over in the summer and perform a show for the locals. He's obviously capitalizing on the publicity splash of the Lonzo Ball.
He's the David Hasselhoff.
He's the
Hey,
Lithuania.
let's be honest here. David Hasselhoff in Germany is the biggest name in history. There's only a few names that are bigger than his. You know who it is? Remember Nena?
Who?
Remember Nena?
Nina?
Nena.
Nineveh?
Nena. Remember she sang that song 99 Luft Balloons? Do you remember that song?
No.
You don't remember 99 Luft Balloons?
No.
Are you kidding me?
What song is that?
Get the heck out of the way. You know what, Pep? I really thought that you were knowledgeable of pop culture. But no joke. Lonzo Ball says he's going to come over in the summer and do his first concert because, he has a single. Have you heard his single?
No. What's
How
it
do you
called?
not know this?
Dude, you think I follow Lonzo Ball?
I do. I know everything about Zoe. Zoe. He's already dropped a couple of lit singles.
Yeah. They're going to put the lit in Lithuania. Dude, that's so dumb.
You don't know the
That's so dumb.
You don't know the Triple B song?
No,
The
is that a
Triple
real
B rap?
song?
Yes, it's a real song.
Are you a big baller, Jeff?
I am a big baller. Hey, did you know about their shoes? Have you heard about this?
What?
They're getting bad reviews on Yelp.
Why?
Because no one's getting those shoes.
Wait, so people ordered shoes and they didn't get them?
No, nobody's getting them. It was a big sham. And you know what my thought is why they're in Lithuania?
Why?
Okay, here's the deal. Oh, wait. Hold on. This. You don't know who Nena is?
No. Where's she? She's from Lithuania?
She's from Germany, my
Germany,
friend.
or?
She's the most popular German in history.
She is?
And then Hasselhoff is right
Well,
behind her.
Fran Beckenbauer.
No, listen.
Luft balloons?
You've never heard this song?
No.
Hold on. There's an American version and there's the German version.
Is this the German version, Greg?
Dude, you only rock out to the German
Sprachen Sie
version.
Deutsch?
You only rock out to the 99 Luft balloons. Na, 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 na.
Wait for the chorus comes. You might get it.
Come on, man. How do you not know this, Pep?
I don't know, man.
You know you're going to get a punch to the neck if you don't know the song.
I don't know. I mean, I can kind of picture myself like in a 6th grade
How do you not
roller
remember
skating
this?
party
Okay.
listening to this, but I'm not sure.
Okay. This song was so big. And then they had the video. Do you know anything about this video? She had hair under her arms and it freaked out America. Did you? I'm not joking around.
I bet your wife knows this.
Yeah. I bet your wife. Hey, my wife
might.
knows this.
Sarah knows this.
You know this. Hey, you've never heard this?
I don't think so,
You're not
man.
from the IE.
Dude, what's
I
wrong
don't
with
think
you?
so.
Yeah, seriously. I remember that when the video came out, everybody in our school was like, she was really good looking until she lifted her arms. I was like, what do you mean? And they said she had hair in her arms, and America wasn't ready. But I was. It didn't bother me a bit. I loved her. She was Nena. How do you not know this? No, okay, let's
No, seriously, I don't. I
God,
don't
what,
know.
Pep,
I don't think
every
so, man.
single day you amaze me.
I don't think so.
Okay, well, anyways, Zoe has another song called Super Cyan.
Wait, is that a real song?
Hey, don't saying? I'm sorry.
Could we
I
can we
told you,
maybe
I
find
know,
it in the break? And
No, you can't play it.
it's not clean.
None of them are clean.
Oh.
If we can find a clean version, can you find a clean version for us there?
That's like a needle in the haystack.
Yeah, but Zoe, you've never heard his rap? He's lit, man. He's lit.
Jeff,
You're
draining the life out of me, telling me Lonzo
Nope.
Ball's gonna rap.
Oh, he already's rapped. He's got it.
Oh, he's already doing it?
Triple B's. He's talked about the ZO2s. Yeah. As my son would say.
Why are we doing this?
Hey, his songs are sick.
Your son said that?
Yeah, he said it's sick.
Don't let your son listen to Lonzo
Connor's
Ball.
like,
no,
that is sick.
No, don't let him.
Sick. I won't let him buy the shoes, though, because they're stupid.
He won't get them anyways.
He won't ever get them.
He won't get them anyways.
You look at the Yelp reviews of the Big Baller brand.
Is it bad?
It's really bad. Real bad. It's a scam.
I wish Lonzo Ball would care about hitting a jumper as he does rap.
Hey, those 3 balls, I'm telling you, man.
The middle ball is going to be on the Lakers
Will you
next
stop
year.
talking about the middle ball?
Jello ball.
Jello ball.
Jello ball's the middle ball.
I'm telling you, man, you got to go to a doctor for that if you have 3 of them. 3. If
Lakers
you have 3,
gonna have 3 and a LeBron.
No, they're not gonna have them. Oh yeah, they are gonna have them. Then they're gonna get rid of everybody else. But I'm telling you,
Picture Larry Ball as the head coach because he's already trying to push out Luke Walton, and all 3 balls on the team.
All 3 balls.
You'd have a 3-ball backcourt.
A small ball.
Would you play small ball?
Play small ball. You have a medium ball, and you have 1 large ball, and that's Mellow Ball. He's very big.
No, I thought Jello Ball was the biggest.
No, is Jello
the middle ball?
Oh my gosh!
Isn't he the biggest?
You got me so confused. Yes, the guy that was at UCLA, the stealer.
Yeah, that one.
The guy, the klepto. He's a kleptomaniac. Yeah. I wonder what he's stolen in Lithuania. What do you steal in Lithuania?
The hearts of basketball fans.
You just steal basketball. He walks out every game ball. He goes, I got to take that home with me. He's got a big Land Rover filled with basketballs and sunglasses.
The Lithuania.
You didn't like that?
No, I do. It's just so ridiculous.
He's putting the lit in Lithuania, man.
Listen, we must break.
Yeah, wait, real fast though.
Wait,
you know why? I did tell you though, they're committing crimes.
Wait, hold on.
They're committing crimes because they haven't given away. They haven't given out their shoes.
Okay.
It's a non-extradition country. All of the balls are going to be hanging out in Lithuania. We're never going to be able to get them out.
They're never going to come back to the United States.
We're not going to be able to try them because those are war crimes. They need to be in The Hague. They need to be in Amsterdam.
They're
hanging
stuck
out in
Lithuania forever. Is what you're saying.
I'm telling you, war crimes. They need to be in The Hague, and they need to be tried for treason. Because they're
coming down hard.
I'm coming down hard on those guys. They need to be.
This is bigger than Deflategate.
They need to spend some time in the gulag in Lithuania. The gulag. Yeah, okay.
But you're serious? Lonzo Ball has a rap and he's going to perform?
Yes, I'm telling you.
That's all real?
It's all over the news.
Okay. Because sometimes I just don't know with you.
It's all over the news. And
I thought you were going to say he's performing under the bridge at the Academy of Art.
Hey, I'm telling you,
debut tour.
You did look it up though. They are mimes. That's their mascot. Is a mime in a box.
What is their mascot?
It's a clown. It's a mime.
It's a clown.
It's a street performer. Have you ever seen the street performers in San Francisco?
Oh,
amazing,
man! Yeah, they get the gold medal for street performance.
I saw a family one time. They looked like they were from Lithuania. And they were like they were balancing each other. They had like 17 family members
like
balancing.
Circus Soleil at Pier 39.
Yeah, and they were all standing on each other's head and feet and head and feet and head and feet. And they were like 35 feet tall family. It was crazy. They had little kids working out there begging for money.
You know, the mime would be an excellent mascot. It would be.
It's not? Wait. Is it the one-eared Picasso? Is it?
The Academy of Art Van Goghs. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, I thought you were serious. No. Hey, Walker.
The Academy of Art Urban Knights.
Oh, that's just stupid.
Yeah, that's weak.
That's weak.
We never got to the Lakers and Clippers. We're going to do that when we come back.
Okay.
It's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
We focus on the customer here. Believe it or not, that is the biggest thing for customers on an oil change. They just want the convenience of coming in, driving in, getting it done, and driving out. We just greet them, get them going, and they're done in about 10 minutes or so. We don't push any sales on them. We do the oil change, and I think that's what sets us apart is our customer service. Vacuumed and cleaned your windshield for you as well. Everything's looking pretty good. You come into us one time, believe me, we'll spoil you and you'll be ready to come back the next time.
thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
Russell Wilson here, and I know how important exercise is.
It's essential. It's essential.
With Play 60, United Way and the NFL are helping kids stay active and play at least 60 minutes a day.
Healthy kids, healthy kids.
But what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org/play60, because great things happen when we live united.
Donate, donate.
Are you guys going to do that every time?
Yes, of course. Yes, of course.
Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
Triple B's, man. People scared to change. We not. So. What you rockin' ZO2s? I'm blowing past some ZO2. You know I got a ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues. Switching lanes, ZO2. I change the game, ZO2. They know my name, ZO2. Pay respect and pay your dues.
Now back to the Inland Sports Show. Here's Pep and Jeff.
Anyone doubted me changing the game and they make us.
You like that? That's your boy Lonzo Ball rapping about his new shoes.
What you rocking? ZO2s. I'm blowing past in ZO2s.
Listen.
You know I got it. ZO2s. Pay respect and pay your dues. Switching
Pay your
names.
dues.
ZO2s. Screet. I changed the game. ZO2s. They know my name. ZO2s.
Beatboxing?
Pay respect and pay your dues. Screet.
You're beatboxing over there?
That's what it said. I was reading the lyrics. Triple B's.
Dude, anyone can repeat words and sound monotone. We could rap.
I am a great rapper.
You know what? This just hit me. We should have you, because we got the lyrics, right? Are those actual lyrics?
Yeah.
We should have you rap it. Who does it better? First edition of Who Does It Better? You or Lonzo Ball?
Give me a couple. You give me the weekend. I'll practice it. I'll get it down.
I got my dues.
I'm telling you.
CO2.
I'm a great rapper.
How
I'm a
you
great.
dues?
You know, I'm telling you, man. I'm as good as
you can
Young MC and Jeff Gorham.
You can repeat words and be monotone just like him.
I'm a lyrical genius. I am. I'm a lyrical genius.
So you're telling me Lonzo Ball and the Lakers are going to make the playoffs?
I'm telling you they're going to make the playoffs, and I'm going to tell you why.
Why?
Okay, let's take a look here.
They're playing at the Bulls tonight, by the way.
Yeah, and they're, I believe, let's see, they were winning.
They're winning.
They're winning. Hey, you know, they're only 5 games out. There's
I have to order something from the
34-25 Lakers. And I'm saying this. There is a chance, my friend, that the Lakers, they played pretty well. I mean, they're playing good basketball.
Are they?
They're playing great
I'm
basketball.
gonna leave that one for you. You're the basketball expert.
Hey, the last 10 games, you know what the record is the last 10 games?
What?
7-3.
Really? In the last 10?
Hey, why do you sound so surprised, you jerk?
I just assume they just lose all the time.
Sacramento Kings, you know what their last 10 games are?
Get Sacramento out of your mouth.
2-8, my friend. 2-8. And you know what's the worst record in the NBA?
Phoenix?
Nope.
Brooklyn?
Nope. Orlando?
Minnesota?
Orlando at 14-33.
Charlotte?
But you know who's second?
Charlotte?
The Kings. The Kings.
Are you sure it's not Charlotte?
I'm positive.
Are you? I don't know. I don't know if those standings are correct. I'm gonna have to double check.
Dude, I'm telling you, man. Charlotte Hornets. Is that who they are?
Yeah.
Dude, they're 19-27.
That doesn't sound right.
Trust me.
What's Sacramento?
They are a lowly 15-33. And the Lakers, my friend, are sitting right now at 8, 9, 10, 11. They're 11th.
So they're 5 games back of the Clippers, and the Clippers are what, currently 9th in the Western Conference?
They're 9th, but they are only a game and a half out.
So you're saying the Lakers can leapfrog the Clippers?
They're going to leapfrog the
Clippers? Because
they'll
have to do that to make the playoffs. They'll have to leapfrog the Clippers.
They're going to leapfrog the Denver Nuggets. They're going to definitely, because Dan Issel doesn't play for the Nuggets anymore. So and Alex English no longer plays. Look at Brooke Lopez. We just get a nice picture.
Was that today? Did that just happen?
Brooke Lopez. I hate that guy.
The Lakers are in Chicago right now. There's a big Brooke Lopez dunk.
Yeah, whatever. But yeah, the Lakers, I'm telling you, man, they're having a pretty good year. They're 18-29.
Is that what you said?
Yeah, but they've won 7. They've won 7 out of their last 10.
And you know what?
And they're on a winning streak.
Have they been doing this with Lonzo Ball on the sideline?
I don't care. He can rap.
He's been hurt, hasn't he?
Does it really matter?
Again, I don't follow him very closely.
Does it matter? Do they need Lonzo?
No, I'm saying they're better without him.
They are.
He can work on his shoes and his raps and his Yelp reviews and whatever else he's doing.
I'm telling you, man, non-extradition country. But the Lakers, though, they're playing pretty good. Kyle Kuzma?
He's actually pretty good.
I'm telling you right now, there's no Lakers, no Clippers in the All-Star game.
There's none.
0.
And it's in Los Angeles. Which is crazy.
Nada, zap. Nothing. But do you think Kyle Kuzma deserves a spot?
No, he doesn't deserve a spot. Is he good? Yeah, he's good.
He's better than Horford.
He's going to be part of that foundation.
He's better than Horford.
I got to be honest, I didn't know Horford was still in the NBA. He's an all-star? Yeah, I didn't know he's still in the NBA.
Yeah.
He's not as good as Al Horford.
Come on.
No, he's not. I mean, is he really good? Yeah, he's good. He's probably the best they have, him and Jordan Clarkson, in terms of scoring.
Jordan Clarkson, no, I'm not sold on Clarkson.
He might be traded.
I think they ought to trade Jordan Clarkson. I think they ought to trade that Ingram guy.
Really? They haven't given him a chance.
Yeah, he's like a weeping willow. I don't want to look at him. He's too skinny.
Ingram, Clarkson, maybe. I know he's kind of like trade bait right now.
Well, I don't know if he's really trade bait. I don't know if anybody really wants him. He's not going to help any team really get to. I mean, he might help somebody.
Some scoring punch off the bench.
Off the bench, yeah.
He could be that guy. But Kuzma, Ingram,
Randall, get rid of Randall.
Yeah,
I'm tired of Randall.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to put Lonzo Ball in there, those 3 I would hold on to. And the other guys, like a Jordan Clarkson or Randall, maybe trade bait. I don't know. But Clarkson can score. You need some scoring. He can score.
I would trade everybody for Kawhi Leonard. I told you 3 max contracts.
Yeah.
The Lakers have.
Yeah, Jeff figured this out. They could get LeBron James.
No. We start with Kawhi, my friend. Kawhi's local.
Kawhi.
Yes.
Number 1.
Yes.
That's number 1 on the list,
yes.
on your wish list.
Yes, he is.
Kawhi.
LeBron.
And Paul George. Yeah. Which kind of goes against Larry Ball's plan, because, again, Larry Ball said that next year was going to be LeBron.
They're just a sack of balls.
Zoe and the middle ball, and they're going to do all the scoring for the Lakers, and they just need 2 guys to rebound.
Well, they said they were going to keep Julius Randle and
Larry Nance Jr.
Yeah, okay.
So they can
rebound. You can trade Larry Nance too. You can get rid of him.
Yeah. Does he even play?
He plays.
His dad was good.
Oh, I think he might. Nah, he's not as good as his dad, but he's pretty good.
Really?
Larry could jump, though. See, Larry was in a time where they didn't really have to shoot jump shots. He just dunked everything.
Yeah, he was good. He was a high flyer.
Yeah,
I remember him.
But Larry Nance is best. He's a little injury prone right now, but I'd go with I'd get rid of all those dudes.
Kuzma, Ingram.
I keep Kuzma.
And I hate to say it, but the rapper Zoe.
Get rid of those
3.
guys?
No. I'd say those 3. Keep those around.
No, get rid of Ingram.
Really?
He's too
you haven't
skinny.
given him a chance.
No, I don't.
Yes, he's hardly played.
No.
He's young.
Nope.
He's a young guy.
Nope.
He's a Duke guy, right?
Yeah.
He's Duke.
He's got too many. He's got a lot of tattoos. A lot of tattoos and bad hair.
I would give him a chance. I feel like Clarkson's hit the ceiling, Randall's hit the ceiling. You kind of know what you got with those guys. They're not bad.
No.
But you're going to win a championship, make the playoffs with those guys?
Do you know who I really wish was on the Lakers as a point guard? Milos.
Whatever his Clippers guy, right?
Yeah, he's really good. That guy's a good basketball player. He'd be great for the Lakers. So you trade Lonzo across the building. You just say, you know what you do is you take his clothes. If the Lakers were smart, they would.
You take his big baller shoes.
You take his big baller shoes when he's not looking. And you carry it across the hall, and then you drop it right in front of the Clippers' door.
Been traded.
And then you go inside the back door because you know there's a back door right there. We know that because of the fight. The Houston Rockets.
Yeah, in the bowels of Staples.
You go to the back door of the Clippers locker room, and you take out Milos's jersey, and then you put it in front of the Lakers. And that's a trade.
Yeah.
You don't have to do anything. There's no money involved. You just trade them. Trade uniforms. Much better.
Then he'd have to get new big baller shoes in the Clipper colors, but unfortunately, he'll never get them because they don't deliver the shoes. So there's a problem there.
Yeah, those Yelp reviews, man. I almost ordered a pair of those.
You got to be kidding me.
I did. I almost ordered them. I was going to wear them into the studio.
If I ever catch you with big baller shoes and you're listening to Lonzo Ball's rap music,
you're going to punch me?
I'll walk right out. I'll drop the mic and walk right out of here, Jerry.
Milos, you're weak. You're a weak man, Jerry. You're weak. That was on last night.
Was
I
it
almost
that
called
episode?
you. Yes, I almost called you last night.
I didn't see it last night.
Yeah, I was watching it, and I was like, Milos, you're a weak man, Jerry. You can't play tennis. You are just a weak man. And I almost called you and said that. I almost called just to say, you're a weak man, Jerry.
But you were able to bring it up on the show.
Yeah,
so that's just as good. That's even better. That's even better for the public.
My wife was like, can you stop talking about Pep Fernandez? And then my son said, can you please stop talking about Pep Fernando's?
Fernando's?
And then the baby went, blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 Pep.
Blah, blah, Pep.
All right, let's take a break. We're going to wrap this thing up.
No!
Quick take.
It's just getting going.
I know you love talking about the Lakers and the balls. But we're going to talk real quick about the Major League Baseball Hall of Fame. And again, the big game tonight in the land of the Big Eight. The winner will basically set the table for the rest of the league play, which is only 2 weeks now? We're coming down the stretch.
Dude,
I can't believe this.
We are done with high school basketball in 2 weeks.
Almost, man.
And we have another month of a UC Riverside Highlander basketball.
Almost.
A month.
Trip to Poly, trip to Hawaii. Also a trip to Davis, right? I have to look at the schedule. There's a trip to Davis coming up.
But I think we should do our remotes.
We should do it from Poly.
The remote.
We got to talk about that. We got to work this out.
We can leave early in the day. We can stop and have a picnic. I know a place. There's a place called Jocko's. There's a steakhouse. I'm going to take. Remember I told you about the steakhouse?
In Santa Barbara?
Yeah, it's
where?
above. It's in
Santa Maria?
Somewhere up there.
Lompoc? Napomo?
Napomo!
Oh,
it's in Napomo!
We've got a winner.
It's the best steakhouse I've ever been in my life. I'm going to take you there. We're going to share a steak and a big, big baked potato.
We'll be back. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show, Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.
Thank God, first of all. I thank the great people that I've got around me that help support me, the people that work for me. As I started, if it wasn't for the people around me, we probably wouldn't be here right now, but I've got a great staff. I've got great people that do stuff for us outside the store, and we've been very, very fortunate. Our service is impeccable, and we just keep trying to get better every year. We can do online stuff for your teams, as well as, like I said, the screen printing, the embroidery. We also have 3 women that do extra sewing for us, like tackle tool on uniforms, or the bling or rhinestones for different shirts for the ladies. That's why we have certain racks just for certain schools, and the fun about that is that it turns into other schools that may come in here that aren't as close, that we can do stuff for them as well. We've had very, very good customers throughout the years, and it's just been a blast.
We're small, family-owned, strive for quality pre-owned vehicles. We're not a volume dealer, and we take every deal as personal to us. We're a low-stress environment. We're not a pressure sales house. If you want to shop us, you're more than welcome to shop us. We have, like I said, great rates, competitive financing, a lot of one-owner, clean Carfax, clean title vehicles. As you see, we have Carfax everywhere. That's most important to us, to educate our customers before they make a purchase. We're right off of Ontario, right off a couple exits off the 15 freeway, off Cajon, off El Cerrito, and we're right on the main drag going into Dos Logos and the crossings. We have great financing, we have great lenders that we're using. We do buy, sell, trade, cash for your car, whatever we need to do to help accommodate the customer, that's what we're here for. We have a little bit of everything. We start at about $69.95 and go all the way up to $100,000. We have Escalades, we have commuters, we have pickup trucks, we have Jeeps, sport utilities, and if we don't have it, our specialty is finding you exactly what you're looking for.
We're back to the Inland Sports Show. Here are your hosts, Pep Fernandez and Jeff Gorham.
Why do you say that? Is that your jam?
I love this song.
Is that Nina? Or what your girl?
Debbie Deb.
Debbie Deb?
Laser rays.
Who's Debbie Deb?
Debbie Deb? You don't know who this is either?
No!
Oh, man.
You guys, man. Maybe, again, like, I'm part hermit, man. Maybe I just stayed in my house too much.
Yeah, man.
Your wife, Debbie Deb's toenail.
I bet you she does, man.
Oh, yes, she would know this in a heartbeat.
I don't know.
Yes, she would. Your wife's hip. Your wife is hip. Yeah, she's much hipper than you.
Walking around with her big baller shoes, listening to Zoe and Debbie Deb.
Debbie, how do you know this? Laser rays.
I've never heard Debbie Deb together. Like,
do you know who Lisa and Nicole Jam is?
No.
Come on!
No, that's serious. I'm not even messing with you right now.
Hey, Lisa was hot, man. Do you know why she was named Lisa? I do. I bet Greg knows. He knows exactly why. Because she was part of the Cult Jam, baby.
Oh, is this her?
Head to toe.
Oh, yeah, Jeff knows it.
I
can see it. It's slugged up there, head to toe. You nailed it.
You don't know this either?
No.
Oh, I don't know you anymore. I don't.
Yes.
I don't know you anymore, Pep Fernandez.
I was hanging out with George Strait milking cows. Farmers only.
What is wrong? Yeah, listen. I know.
I don't know it, man.
With the crazy kids.
I don't know it.
On the way home.
Hey, the big UC Riverside alumni baseball game is tomorrow at the Plex. And we just came off that Hall of Fame voting, remember? And Trevor Hoffman, a closer for the Padres, got in. And Vlad Guerrero will be the first Halo to go into the Hall of Fame, right? Wearing the red Halo hat. I looked back as Troy Percival was actually up for the Hall of Fame just a couple of years ago.
What?
In 2015. And the way it works is you have to get 5% of the vote
to stay in.
To keep your name on the ballot.
He didn't get 5%?
He was just outside of 5%. He got, 4 votes in 2015.
What?
And it wasn't enough to keep him on the ballot.
Well, we talked about this. The Baseball Hall of Fame is a joke. It's a travesty.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It is. How you have all these guys in there that were criminals before, but you can't have big-headed guys that can hit a country mile in the Hall of Fame? That's weak.
Yeah, Troy Percival's probably in the top 5 closers of all time, a World Series champion. But, I guess if you put him up against Trevor Hoffman, probably the greatest ever, him and Mariano Rivera.
Yeah, I think, was I talking to you? No, I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Coach Klug over at Norte Vista, and we said that Mariano Rivera will probably be the last closer to get into the Hall of Fame.
And why is that? Because closers don't have enough saves, they don't have appearances?
Not enough saves and appearances anymore. Those guys
bullpen by committee more now?
Yeah. So there'll be no more closers.
So that's what Coach Klugers at Novi says, huh?
Yeah. And I just got threatened, by the way, on a text.
Who?
Justin Norman says he's driving down to punch me.
Oh, man.
That's all right.
Ask him if he can wait till Monday.
Yeah, wait till Monday.
Wait till Monday.
Wait till Monday, and you can fight me Monday. But I outweigh him by 100 pounds. He's redheaded.
You got him.
He's got an angry streak in him.
Yeah,
though.
you'll get him, though.
Yeah.
We're brought to you by Spoiled. Quick quality oil change. You'll be spoiled by great customer service and low prices. It's in the name. It's Spoiled off Alessandro Boulevard. Ken Sporting Goods, more than 40 years in the Inland Empire, bringing you all your sporting gear needs. And Letterman's Jackets. KenSportingGoods.com is the website. Boost Performance Training in Corona with Coach Ray Bass. Make sure you check out the new strength and speed class. Just say Jeff Gorham.
Yeah.
And the first one is free.
Yeah.
That's a true story.
Yeah.
And Catalano Motors in Corona off Temescal Canyon Road, where you can buy, trade, and finance all in the same place. And they'll make that car shopping experience very easy, very smooth. CatalanoCars.com.
I have a new car I want.
What's that one?
A hearse.
Why?
Because I have a big back seat. I want to be driven around.
Oh, Jeff. Hey, the big game tonight, Roosevelt taking on Centennial boys basketball. Battle for Middle Earth. We will have video highlights later on the Inland Sports Channel. Yes.
Tomorrow. What do we got tomorrow, buddy?
UCR basketball. Trying to get that first win of the season against UC Santa Barbara. We'll see you Monday, 3 o'clock. It's the one and only Inland Sports Show on Fox Sports IE 1350 AM.